Welcome to We Love to Hate Everything. I'm Jody, and along with my long-distance bestie Amanda, we live to break down all the things we love to hate. Each week, we scour TV, TikTok, and pop culture and deliver you our unfiltered, snarky takes on everything. Take a moment to subscribe on YouTube so you catch all our live streams and shows, and follow the links in the banner to subscribe to our free weekly podcast and 2 Patreon shows, We Love to Hate TV and Total Request Podcast, where you request the shows and we break them down. Once subscribed, you have instant access to our massive library of hundreds of past shows and recaps. We promise you'll love it. And listen, we're all friends here, so let us hear from you in the comments. We love getting to know you, and we hope you enjoy the show. All right, let's go. Hello, and welcome to We Love to Hate Everything. I'm Jody.
I am Aminata, once again, podcasting from my effing living room. That blind doesn't go down. If anyone wants to let me know if the lighting's bad, it doesn't go down.
Well,
so I'm on the hunt for new blinds. But here we are, guys. I am not really excited about watching this episode. I think it's a dud. What do you think?
Not so great.
Jody's having a really bad day. So do you want to talk about it, or do you want me to just blast her housekeeping?
No, it's just, like, God, I'm so embarrassed.
Sorry. We all love you. We all love you. Look.
Just really tough mornings,
It's all hitting you. It happens.
I'll be fine. I'll be totally fine.
Okay, are you sure?
No, yes. I'm just really thankful, and thank you for being a really good friend.
Everybody in the chat, tell Jody how amazing she is and how beautiful she looks. And she looks beautiful even when she's crying. I wish I looked like that. I make really weird faces when I'm not crying. Hi, come downstairs, please. All right, we're gonna do housekeeping right now, okay? We got this. But Jody, if you want to jump in and start unvent. This episode sucks. So if you want to just vent for an hour, we can do that too. But let's just fuck it. Let's go. Let's look at Robin's
Let's do it.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, that'd be great. Thanks.
All right, you got it. Okay, guys, here we go. Everyone continue to tell Jody how beautiful she is and how much we love her. Okay, we got we did this Hot Topics. It was beautiful yesterday. It dropped this morning. Everyone go send your love over there. This has like the lowest viewership of all of our videos. So go watch this and hype it. Also, we put together this timeline. Jody,
you put together the timeline.
Well, you put together this cover that I could never do. Please go, hype this shit, share it. But we need to address this. I'll address it right now. A couple people have also come out with timelines over the past couple of days. One might have just been a coincidence, so I'm not going to say.
No.
Probably not. But then I think Katie Joy, I'll say her name, I guess, put up something today. I haven't found it. So if anyone wants to, I guess, share it with me so that I can do a copyright strike.
Or like when they're commenting, comment on these things like, oh, where you actually got this. And I mean, Katie Joy, she does this all the time. She's probably gonna be dissing us. Don't give a fuck. Well, I don't care. And stop putting like Pop Psych and other podcasters' names on your TikTok to get people to click on it, because if they knew it was actually you, they wouldn't click a heart or things like that. So,
I worked really hard on that. So, I would love to just get credit for it. Just credit. That's all you have to do, for Christ's sake. Dasha was like, you should have put a watermark on it. I'm like, I don't know how to do that. What? It is.
Well, you wouldn't think that people would be so gross as to do this. And we all love to hate sister wives. We do it all the time. We're like, hey, Corey and Carly said this hilarious thing. Go check it out.
In my timeline, I gave them credit for the She-Ra Chateau. I know that Ace and Caitlin came up with Mindy Jugs. We always try to give credit. It's not that hard.
Yeah, it's not that big of a deal, but it's just like, it feels weird and icky. And, like when people at work take your credit for things and you're in the middle of the meeting and you're like, oh, you did the PowerPoint, did you?
But if you say something, then you're the bitch.
So anyway, hype up Amanda over there.
Go take care of that for me, because I guess I needed to figure out how to do a copyright strike and a watermark. All right, on Girl Dinner this week, we did Suddenly Amish. We're talking about this show. I think it drops tonight. Jody, there's something that can make you feel better.
Hey. I'm sorry, you guys. I feel like the biggest baby. This is like one of the most embarrassing moments of my life.
I've cried on here before.
Thank you.
If you want to feel better, go. Somebody liked a video of ours from a few years ago. Somebody liked it, and I went to look at what the video was, and I'm so fat and bloated. I was like,
oh no.
So I'll send you the link to that if you want to feel better.
Yeah, okay. I'm sorry, you guys. Seriously, this is just a life. I'll be totally honest with you. Like, I don't know if anyone's ever done like EMDR therapy stuff, and just, like when you start unlocking, kind of like the sister wives are doing, just like going into like life stuff and like really trying to like make things right. Like for the first time and make sense of things. Like sometimes the residuals of that just like pop up and you don't know why or where or when, and it just does. So I'll be fine. I'm just really, really sorry. really sorry.
We all love you, and you never need to apologize for crying. And again, you look gorgeous, and I love you. You're my best friend.
I'll be fine again.
I don't really like people very much.
Okay. I'll stop talking about it and bring it up. But again, I just wanted to apologize again and say thank you.
Bring it up anytime you want. Anytime you want to just vent, please just let me know. I love to gossip. Okay, here we go. We also have sister wives. This is where Robin tells Kody that she wants another baby, except obviously it's like a fake storyline. And then,
right.
Is this tomorrow? Reba, tomorrow.
Reba's this week, yes. And at exactly 36 minutes, you do a great Reba impersonation. So make sure you check it out.
She's a survivor, and Jody, you're a survivor. You are too. Single mom who works two jobs.
I know it swings back and forth. I know. I just like, for whatever reason, it just like hit me this morning on like a, okay. What else? Oh, every Friday except this week, right?
Oh yeah. I'll talk about this. She's raw dogging it, by the way. She's not even like on any edibles or anything. She's raw dogging this. Okay, tomorrow. Okay, usually on Fridays we have Browntown. Oh, I guess we should actually tell you this now. Oh, sorry. After this is over, Sister Wives, this season, we're going to go to our off-season schedule, which will be, we'll still have these Tuesday Poosday lives, Browntown Poosdays. Okay, that'll be once this season is over. Nothing on Friday.
Because what other day would you have Brown than on Poosday? That's how you can remember. You're like, what day is Browntown? Poosday.
It could be Thursday, third day, but
and guess what? If you don't like potty jokes and like farts and poo, like I don't know what to tell you. Whatever. Like, do you want what's on my plate instead? Like, if that's your biggest problem, go ahead, leave a fucking 1-star review. You can like suck my ass. Don't care.
But yeah, Browntown. But this week is also weird. We're doing it on third day this week. Thursday, Browntown. If you follow us on YouTube, it'll give you a notification. So Thursday, I'll put everything on the Facebook group to remind all of you.
Oh, Krista, be careful. Krista just had a 50 milligram of edibles. I don't even know where I was last 420 when I tried that, so Godspeed.
You're seeing molecules. Speaking of Janelle with the seeing molecules, David's court date got postponed.
Oh, of course, because...
Good. They have more time to kind of love on each other.
Okay, right. Hold hands in the car together. In front of their kid who's seen the abuse between them, who also hasn't seen her dad in 2 years. It's a really healthy way to, like, start off.
They're great role models for us. Meanwhile, Tyler and Caitlin are posting slideshows with Taylor's dick hanging out. I mean, I love it.
Oh, okay.
I'm all for it. Let's get into this episode. Well, any thoughts? Any thoughts on the episode? I thought it sucked. Jody liked it.
Let me think. Okay. No, it's not that I liked it. I liked that they're starting to let their ass show. Because at this point, questions are being repeated that they've asked before and even throughout the episode. And Robin's getting annoyed. Suki is getting tired. I think so I always take screenshots ahead of time. And in the two, I only have 2 screenshots of her because she's just like, That's not, like, I know because I've done this look.
Yeah.
Where you're not like, thinking. You're like, oh, God, how many more hours? 3
This is my look when you would talk about Karen Reed.
Right. Like a...
Or when I start talking about musicals, you're like...
Yeah, Suki's just not... She's not there. Robin's starting to lose it. Janelle's starting to, like, go back to the apology tour. And she's like, yeah, I mean, we really did have something. It was just messy. And for that, I enjoyed because they were starting to, go off script.
I'm happy to know that every podcast that I have listened to this week of our sister podcast, everyone agrees that David is not as likable as he used to be.
Yeah, and that too. Like, go ahead, show us, David. What are you saying?
I don't like it. I don't think he's as bad as Kody, but I think it's just Kody in another font.
I think Janelle thinks he's got the capability to get to a Kody. And I would challenge. Okay, I'm going to say as we're okay. Well, you and I are rewatching. We'll play the episode along, give you timestamps. I would encourage you to watch Janelle's face anytime they have like a Kody Janelle, Janelle Kody. Like I didn't notice it the first
like Kody watching herself. Janelle watching herself with Kody.
Janelle watching Kody at any time
with her lipstick.
Like she doesn't have like you see Meri and Christine kind of have like a.
Well, Mary's doing her warm, inviting smile.
Oh yeah, we got that.
Yeah, I love that.
Worthied up. She's really worthied up.
But Janelle's doing what? Just like, eye hearts. Girl.
I think at one point she does like a little like. She does when she when she listens to David and Christine. Oh, she does a little.
Yeah, she doesn't like him. I wouldn't either if I were Janelle. Like, if the only interaction you have with him is him negging you and being like,
well, I don't know why Janelle takes it so personal. I'm only talking about women in Kody Brown's marriages. Women like you're talking specifically about Janelle, David. Come on. Okay. Anything else?
Oh no. What do you guys think? Did you guys like this? Yes, yay or nay on this episode? Next week better be a effing banger. I don't know why I decided to not swear there, but we'll see. We'll see.
I hope they get into the NDA because they should have gotten into it way more.
I want to. Okay, I thought of what my question would be. By the way, we are filming a girl dinner for like a couple weeks from now. You guys all submitted your questions for what questions we would like to ask them if they have to answer. And I really think my number one question would be digging into either Preston, obviously, the Preston and the blackmailing him into like with the ATV accident, that or the. How do you explain how much you manipulated Meri to divorce Kody? The Kody, Robin, Meri divorce. I would love to nail Robin on that. Like, so you actually didn't need to do that. You knew that coming into this.
Or even asking Kody and Robin, like, what was your relationship like with your ex? But obviously that is off limits. Like, that seems like that was season 1 off limits. We will never, ever talk about Robin's previous marriage, which is bullshit because they talk about it. And I feel like that needs to be like, if you bring it up, like with an NDA, like if you speak about the NDA, we can talk about the NDA. If you bring up your ex, this adoption, we get to talk about it.
Agreed. Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. I was thinking, I've been wanting to do like an in-depth look at a timeline of Handsome Alice, but I just don't even know where I'd start with that. Like, because I feel like she probably lives more in the shadows with her headband. Her and her headbands against the world.
And it's been a while. Like that was still the generation where you could steal an identity. Like you could get a name off of like a baby's grave and then go live that life. Remember Lori Rupp? That case, Lori Rupp.
What's her last name? Rupp?
I thought it was Rupp, yeah, which was,
that was my ex-husband's last name. Are you sure it's okay? Well, whatever. Let's not get into that.
It was Rupp or Rupp? Maybe Ruff.
Ruff. I think it's Ruff.
Okay. Well, I'm just saying, like, something in my soul tells me, just like I felt like Kody might be a gambler, as well as that dude on
Jugdish.
Jugdish. Thank you. What's his real name though? Beer Can. I get the vibe from Handsome Alice that there is some sort of like well, we know about the Robin's name changes, but there's some sort of like a nefarious identity name something with Alice. She has that energy in her.
I know that Notes to Self, Corey from Notes to Self, is that his name? Hates Alice, and he like knows her personally, and he hates Robin.
I saw a little bit of their recap this morning, and they had really good insight that I'll bring up when we get to that part. Okay, so let's start the episode. We're gonna start after the like 7 minutes of last time on Sister Wives 1-on-1. Sure. And we're going to start at 42:01. Let me know if the sound is too loud, too soft, and we'll adjust and we'll go from there.
All right. Yeah.
All right. We are at 42:01.
Is that a good release? That doesn't make any sense.
That's right.
That's how it started.
Christine said she was done and she left. That point she was gone. There was no releasing from him on that part. That means that he has control of her. That's a power play. That's a power game, mental game. You don't do that to a human being.
Would Robin being there made it better? Made this whole conversation a little bit more comfortable, especially the whole "I did love you" part?
I don't think you should have said it at all.
Okay,
Like,
even if Robin was present.
No.
All he needed to
should
do
never
is say,
I'm sorry.
I apologize for my actions.
And then let's let it go.
Let it go with
He
that.
did, though.
He could
That
just
is
say,
kind of what he
"Apologize for
did.
my actions."
Okay, yeah, let's pause here. Okay.
He did. He did. That's exactly what he did. And I don't
Right.
even think it's as deep as what they think Kody's doing. It's not that deep. He's just trying to say words so that you'll stop talking about him.
Okay, so this was it. This was the thing that I saw notes to self. They were talking about this, that it actually struck them. They were like, what the hell, Suki? Like, we've kind of like given you some, and there's something else she says later too, like kind of giving you some space and not, gone, I don't know, like gone after her too much for her questions. But they were like talking about how Kody, and this I think is like their cultural thing, how Kody was there because Christine was the only wife who didn't go get the spiritual release from the elders of the church. Kody, in their eyes, seeing it like from their community, Kody was like, well, since she didn't go and get the release, I, as the leader of like our church, as the patriarch, am going to grant her the release in their place because she didn't go get one. And so they were like, how dare he do that? He should not have like done that. But then they started talking, and I didn't see the rest of that, where we are, where it's like, Christine did want him to apologize for that statement, though.
And she deserves an apology for it, too, even though I think that he didn't actually love her, but he should apologize for saying it.
I think he eventually thought he did love her in a way, not like...
Well, he sure didn't treat her like a...
Well, of course not. But that is their both perceptions of love. Like, we've talked about that, right? Like, you don't... what did we watch? Grace and Frankie.
What is love?
Like, Grace, she's like, I thought this was normal. Like, it wasn't love of a lifetime, but I thought we like were on the same page. That like
I think Grace and Frankie, we recorded it yesterday. I think that's what set this all off emotionally.
Oh no.
I think that's the
that
starting
would be like
point.
uplifting, right? No, that would be God. Oh,
I think that's when the cracks started happening.
Yeah, maybe. But anyway, I think what were we saying?
I don't know.
Mel was right.
That Kody thinks that he actually should give the release because she didn't get the thing. And then also people were saying that Kody considers himself to be the high priest holder in the room and of the family.
Okay, but what do you think about should Robin have been there? Let's talk about this here because
of course not. How did not a single person go, no, absolutely not? Why is everyone being so polite about that question? Of course she shouldn't have been there.
See, but okay, I was listening to was it Dr. Adam and Kara? They did a crossover, so you can listen to either one of their podcasts.
I was disappointed it was the same thing. I was like, ooh, now we get to listen to the other half of it.
Okay, I didn't finish listening to it, but I think they were talking, correct me if I'm wrong, that like maybe Robin should have been there. Like, okay, so here, Danny, like you think Robin should be there too. And I didn't think about it that way until they started talking about it. And then I'm like, well, maybe. Okay, so as we've talked, would we want Robin sitting at that table? No, right? Like, I don't want you. I don't ever want to see you again. See you. However, like, would it make Robin more uncomfortable for Robin to have to sit there and listen to Kody say, I apologize. I did love you. Yeah. And we had a sacred and blah, blah, blah. And she would have to sit there and have to listen to that. Only caveat would be she would not be allowed to comment. And that would not be possible.
Okay, but that wouldn't happen. But we do get to watch Robin watching Robin watch Kody and Janelle in this was lovely. It was wonderful.
Great. She couldn't hide it. Yeah, but it would be good to have it because then it's like, well, Kody can say anything to Christine and go home and be like, Robin, I really didn't mean it. But if Robin has to, she could sit there and know he doesn't mean it, but it would be something to sit there. And you see him like leaning forward on the table, offering to share his pavlova at the table. Like
Kody would also be a lot more disoriented if Robin was there. So he wouldn't be as dedicated to his monologue. I would have loved to have Robin there. for him and Meri, but she was there with that thing last year and she really threw a wrench in it. My fucking phone.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, no, truth be told, and I don't disagree with this, no matter what Kody and Robin would have done, it's going to be the wrong thing.
Yes.
I'm woman enough to, I'm
nothing's
bitchy
gonna
enough
be
to admit
pleasant.
that. I'm going to find fault with whatever you do. And I will admit that because you were awful and you found something wrong with what Christine was doing your entire life with her. She would like throw a surprise party and he'd be like, you know, he'd be upset because what? The tables, he didn't like the way the tables were laid out.
Yeah, he hated her.
Always something.
He hated Christine. Or he resented. He was a lifelong resentment of Christine.
Because she naturally
personality.
lit up a room and got attention on her, and he could never, ever do that. Even with his own children, they would laugh in his face.
Yeah. Jacob says she should have been there because they're all co-parents for Truly. I would agree with that, but they didn't even mention Truly. This wasn't about the kids.
No, it was about Moab. I thought like maybe they would be like, oh, it's good for the kids, but no one has said that. Even if that was the intention of them getting together,
The
like
kids were not on anyone's mind.
No, that would have been the easiest, thing for to be like for David to say. I mean, the reason I Moab was for the children's sake, you know.
No, he could have go riding with Kody.
Yeah, he could have brought Laura, Briasol, and Ariola because they're all brothers and sisters, you know.
And
but he
those
didn't.
ATVs. Yeah.
Oh, they do. Okay,
right.
41-21. We'll keep going.
And then leave it there. If Robin was there, I think the whole thing would have been like, okay, maybe we can go ahead and make some things work and things like that. With him not bringing her, I thought it was disrespectful to her for him to say that
Christine,
without her there.
no.
Okay, so there's no trip in the Moab in future.
Oh, God.
No, there's no trip in Moab. He wouldn't go with
We're
me.
not going to do that.
That's what David's
I think
pissed
Christine
about.
was maybe a little offended
So, yeah.
about the apology.
Oh,
Yeah.
she was offended about
Well,
that?
I think she was like,
such
this
a
is
bitch.
my husband. She felt like it was inappropriate. I don't need you to say that you loved me in front of my husband.
Okay. Yeah, so I don't know where else he would have said it except for trying to be that's why he wanted David there. Like, this is appropriate enough because he's here. I'm not saying this while her husband's not there.
Got it.
Does that make sense? And that was a big deal for him to say because it was so wrong of him to say and really not a truth.
Do you think you can ever be friends?
I don't know the answer to that.
I love
That
Cody's
doesn't
face
mean
here.
that
He's
we
like,
can't be friends. It means
does he
we
mean?
should be friendly until
he talking about
trust
David here?
is
I think just like all of them being
Just
friendly.
everyone in
until
general,
trust
yeah.
is resurrected because it's dead.
Trust is dead.
All right.
Along
So
with the
Janelle,
Declaration of
being,
Independence.
The first wife that you gave the olive branch to receive your apology.
Yeah. To be fair, I wanted to go to Janelle first because I thought she'd be the kindest.
Oh, we know.
And she
we
was.
know
I
that
had to pick
already.
somebody who was going to do this first with. But I had made everything right with Coyote Pass with her. I'd made everything right with her on all of our property agreements. So I figured that it'd be the safest going that direction.
She was calm, she was clear, and the conversation, it felt good. But let's take a look at it and we'll explain where your head was when you were talking and giving the apology.
I think the meanest thing that I did was I said I didn't love you. That wasn't true. That was a lie from the perspective of pain.
I knew it. I knew
God,
that you
Janelle,
loved
I
me.
hate that.
I did. Like,
I knew
that
it.
we
You
had-
loved me. I knew it.
No.
Because I knew how it was for all those years. Do you know what I mean?
When you and I got married, I remember this affection we shared.
Janelle's just
I
like,
wish I would have seen the need.
Okay, stop. I
for
think
you
that
and I to-
Janelle is actually watching this over there, like, oh. Like I think she
Really?
realizes. Yeah, that's what her looks right where I am. It looks. She's like,
I don't know. She gives him a lot of excuse. She's like, I mean, yeah, he's got a big ego, but like, big egos are great. I love them. I love big egos. You should have a big ego.
yeah. Everyone has been saying
It's
all week
like-
she is much more of a victim of the patriarchy than she'd like to admit because she did grow up. Like she has that in her. She does.
I mean, I think, oh God, I don't know. I think Janelle is like listening to this and maybe she sees a little bit, but I don't know. She's going after David for the same thing she's saying is like, meh, it's okay with Kody though.
Well, I think she hates
because she definitely had like yeah, I don't know.
The only thing with Janelle is that like I can't get too upset with her because I always have to remind myself she has lost an adult child and like there's no way to even relate to like the amount that you probably want to just move on. Like the way things don't matter as much anymore. So I think that's kind of where I always have to go to is like she must be at a level of I don't even want to think about this anymore. Yeah. So there's that.
That's true. Yeah, she's just watching. And she could just be like disassociating right now. She's been on the couch forever and she's like,
for sure.
Yeah. Okay, 3842.
Protect our special place. If I
Bill
would have
Paxton
understood
for the win.
that, I think would
okay, watch Meri. She is pissed.
Because she doesn't know how well it went with them.
Harm's way, and that it didn't step up to protect you.
Wow. Thank you.
And Mary's watching this and he's like, because I knew Meri was a bitch.
Look at Robin here.
Very, very aware of how unsafe plural marriage was for you. And for that, and the fact that I didn't protect, like...
We didn't know. We didn't have no idea. But there was no book or
Robin's
anyone advising us.
There wasn't, but it was like, so, and I don't even want to blame plural marriage as difficult as that situation is.
No, it was just that we didn't know how to protect our relationship.
I feel like we've needed an olive branch, the entire family. And Janelle, you get the high honor of being the person I felt the safest with to start offering that olive branch.
I think Janelle is like processing because there was a lot thrown out.
Now I need everyone to go to Janelle's social media and encourage her to lean into this. Be like, lean into this newfound friendship with Kody because that will bother Robin. Like if you just really lean into that, it will be so fun too because it's positive. It is only positive to just like have a good relationship. Like so if you just are best friends,
keep a little thread.
Yeah,
just
if you can get him
every once in a while,
his best friend to Robin, that would just be so. Oh, she's just my best friend. She's
my friend Janelle.
That's the perfect position to be in because then he'll be longing for you. And everyone is getting glow-ups except for Robin.
Oh, yeah. And Janelle, like, is technically a business owner, and Kody loves people who own a business. Those are always immediately his best friend.
And
best
he works
friend,
on a
Mona
farm,
Reiki,
or he grew up on a farm.
Realtor at law. Right, exactly. Anyone who gets a paycheck, he's pretty impressed by.
Yeah. Well, not David. Not if you're a blue collar worker.
Well, he's just
he has no respect
construction. No. Kody knows construction workers, and they're like disgusting.
He doesn't know anyone. You don't have any friends. By the way, I'm wearing my drywall shirt today. It's available on our store, and it's really comfy.
I think
quality clothes.
I don't think Kody maybe knows construction workers, but I have a feeling he might assume construction workers have a certain background or where they might have come from or emigrated from, that might have something more to do with his immediate thought of, construction workers, and they're nasty. Yet anyone from Flagstaff, are there just blocks lined with construction workers? Like you said, in New York City, and they're just catcalling. Down Hash Knife Court, they're like, wow.
His idea of construction workers is watching like movies from like the 90s.
They have like a cigarette in their mouth.
Yeah.
They're all sitting on a metal beam.
Yeah, with their lunch boxes on their laps.
Yeah,
just
one flight up.
Women.
Just one flight up though. Not too high.
He doesn't know shit. And that's also not what a drywaller is. Okay,
he doesn't know jack.
Oh, he's going to get into a loop. He's going to get stuck in a loop during that part.
Yes. 37-33.
Out there, but what really stuck out to me was the fact that you're apologizing for the early years, where both of you were unsafe and you're getting emotional thinking about it right now.
I remember the experience when we first got married.
Stop saying experience.
There was just a desire she had to be a safe place for me. And we didn't protect it well enough. We lost the plot.
That's funny. It's really funny.
There's a perceived loss
If only
of
there weren't
resource,
a
I guess,
family
when you
and
enter into plural marriage.
14
Get that
children or
second
whatever.
life. Neither of them feel like they're getting enough. They start competing to get more. There's a lot of times I felt like it cost me my own happiness because I couldn't ever keep them happy. It was like I was empathetic enough to go, well, she's not happy and she's not happy. And it was just a mixture of just a major struggle.
Your overall
I
reaction?
like that
Yeah, I mean,
Suki is no longer like she used to politely laugh with Kody, and now she's at least holding her facial when he does his like jovial laughs like she should join. She just sits there as well. So I do appreciate that because that takes a lot of strength to just hold your face. Like I would, if Kody was saying this stuff to me, I would laugh along with him just because like socially,
Just right. Just naturally, you're like,
like give him a little bone. But she is just sitting there like, right. So that's something. I'm trying to give Suki something here. Do you think that other people were saying, do you think she might be fired because she is doing this like kind of mini press tour now? But that she should have gone out with more of a bang. Hopefully part 4, she really pisses, because we haven't seen Kody spin out of control yet like we did on the preview.
I think it's okay. I don't like that the family gets to decide who gets to interview them anyway. That just seems like, I don't
That's
know.
ridiculous. And did you see that
Unethical?
thing that
Are we allowed to talk about ethics on this show? Like, it just seems bizarre. Like, do you get to pick the items that are in your performance review for your boss to choose from?
Yeah.
Like, best work. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just seems like, okay, well, then what's the point? We're not going to be doing any telling all or any one-on-one if they're telling you what they will and won't answer.
I wish TLC would understand how much control they really do have over especially Kody and Robin's finances. Because did you see that chart that somebody put up on our Facebook that was like the road to Kody and Robin's demise? And it really how much was their expenses? Like 50-60 grand a month or something like that. And like there's even if he continues to do like Special Forces or Dancing with the Stars, that's still not really enough to fund that. So like I wish TLC would lean more into that. Like, well, we know for certain that you just took out a HELOC. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Okay. And like you're gonna run that out. So like you have absolutely no stance.
I mean, they could just not touch it, and it could be there if they need it.
But even how long will that get them? A year?
I don't know how long you can have your home equities. If anyone knows, I don't know how long you
I mean,
can,
if they
sit
took
in
it out, how long would it last them? A year, I think.
Oh, well, it
2 years
depends. Like
max.
they might be taking it off like to pay off a previous loan.
That's
or
probably what they're doing.
honestly,
or married.
some people, okay, like listen, I know like my mom's done this, my sister's done this, where it's like you take out like a home equity loan because you need to get like a new roof or all new window, like, you know, something that you have like a major expense for, because it's the interest rate to pay it back is cheaper than like a credit card or so people do that. And yeah, you end up like paying it back into your house. You're fine. Like you have a certain number of years to pay it back. Now, do any of the Browns seem like they would be able to manage having $75K in their minds cash sitting there? Fuck no, of course they're gonna blow through it.
As Rock says, Robin. Oh no, not this. Oh, here we go. Can you imagine Robin not touching it? No, they're taking
there's
this
no
out
way
to touch it. This isn't as a like precaution.
Absolutely.
Hopefully, it's to pay Meri. Do you think that might be what it is? I wonder.
God, I don't know. I mean, people are like very, they'll have access to it for several years. So, I mean, people do use their home equity loans very, very wisely. Like, that's why they have them. But
sure, people do.
Banks in places offer HELOCs to people like Kody and Robin because they know, like, this is a sucker's game. Like, this is easy.
Home equity line of credit. That's what it means.
It's just like gambling for a bank. It's like risk and whatever. And they're like, well, this one, like...
They'll use that.
Yep.
Okay, well, love all of this.
We'll see all the new things that they have next season. And we'll see exactly what they spent it on. 36, 34.
It was very sweet. I thought it was very sweet. And there was definitely, old-time connection, I think, between us, some of that old nostalgia. But what was the most healing, I think, for me was to hear him apologize about the early years, because we really did struggle on how to live plural marriage.
How did you end up coming into the family? Was it Meri that
Okay, here
brought
we
you
go.
into the family?
No, actually,
We know all
they
this.
both sort of pursued me.
Oh, they both
I guess.
courted you.
I don't like.
I
Oh, interesting. They both.
like I had
courted.
started to. I had really started to like embrace the faith, like fundamentalist approach to the faith. So I was already there. I was already kind of leaning into that. And Kody and Meri were my friends. There was always like a little bit of a sparkle, I guess, you know. And you have to realize when you get married and you're not. And you're already married, you know, if someone's already married and you're considering marrying them, there's not a lot of dating. There's not a lot of getting to know each other. It's more like a very spiritual thing. There's a lot of prayer involved, a lot of spiritual kind of whisperings or inklings, inspiration, that's where you belong.
What were the early years like for the three of you? Because he's alluding to certain things, so I'm just curious.
The early years were a challenge. You know, we're all very young.
Yeah.
We had history even in the early years, you know what I mean?
History meaning the connection
This is
to
our
each
favorite
other?
picture, right,
Yeah.
Amanda?
Let me do the math.
Here it comes.
So you and Janelle were friends.
My brother.
Janelle and I were sisters-in-law. She
You
was
were
married
sister-in-law.
to my brother.
Okay, so Janelle and you were sisters-in-law. And then you married Kody. And then Janelle came into the family through you?
I wouldn't say through me, but that's how she and Kody knew each other, because she was my sister-in-law.
Okay.
She was always really close with my parents after she and my brother split,
Bonnie, mom.
which was after Kody and I got married.
That was a diss. That was so
And
passive
she just
aggressive,
kind of
Meri.
was present, you know, so we stayed in each other's lives.
So how did you become sister wives then?
Well, they decided that it was
They
a
decided.
good connection, and she was interested in plural marriage, and we all talked about it. He and I talked about it. They talked about it.
You talked
It's
about it,
just how
right?
works.
And you
just have
prayed,
to-
and that's how it was.
Yeah.
So when we were all first married,
Can you
we
pause it
lived
really quick?
together, there's-
Yeah.
Before we get into this, as a blanket statement, can we just agree, Meri, there's a statute of limitation where you can be mad about this and it's over. It's long past. So I can't believe like you cannot use this now. I understand the baby thing you can use forever. That like seriously does suck.
I
for
don't
me.
even know
That,
about
like,
forever.
okay, but the Adam
we'll talk-
thing
we'll get to
does,
the-
we don't need to at all. I'm gonna pee really quick, but just go ahead and play.
Yes, please do. Okay, so that's a good idea. Okay, I'll just play it because then we'll get to the part where we're talking about where she's like, "Oh, my brother." Okay, so we're at 33:51.
Trailer. And personality conflicts between Meri and I, what they were, it was pretty volatile. It could have been. It was pretty volatile.
But what were you guys fighting about if it was volatile? Like,
Not even, like, it was just nitpicky. Like, I didn't clean the dishes right, or
you brought up the dishes last time I asked this question. So the
It was a
dishes
thing.
were a big thing.
Yeah, it was a thing. Like, I remember, you know, just little things. Like, when you're just being nitpicky with someone, just finding all those things, right? I can remember one time the argument was about that I didn't put the drain
Can't wait to
catcher
talk about
thingy
this.
in, so too much food or too much stuff was going down the drain when we washed dishes. Well, I just started putting a lot more food down the drain. I'm like, Joshua, you. But it was just like sort of childish, but I think it was just a symptom. It was an expression of the conflict, I think, that you're going through as you sort out who you are, who your identity is, and being strong and understanding that you have worth and you are equal.
Well, Janelle
All
mentioned
right, hold on.
that
I'm just gonna pause just to say this is funny. Mama's girl, we've seen Janelle sink lasagna. Like,
Yeah, you're fine with
Janelle,
stuff
who
in
you
the drain.
talking to?
Yeah.
Now, I think they both could have let's just go back to Meri. Meri, you don't get to say like, oh, she just decided she was gonna. No. You have been like, I was the one who granted permission for this family to be a plural family. Like, she helped start it. It was her. And now it's like she's like, well, I I guess she was interested in Kody, and I had they just decided and told me.
Yeah.
When did you ever hear that version?
No, I think she always kind of had a little bit of a problem, or she didn't have a problem with the brother thing. I think Meri knew that she should have a problem with it, and then she kind of just kept that in her back pocket. Like,
yeah,
well,
this
is
the way
that I
can saying about Adam. Like, something's up there.
I think I saw someone saying that he just, I don't even know where I saw this, but like maybe it was Notes to Self who said this, but like that Adam wasn't really the marrying kind, or he wasn't really a religious type or something, or it just wasn't, it wasn't any, I can see where Janelle's coming from, or to her, it wasn't anything. Like it was not.
Yeah, what did she say? It was like the summer I got out of high school. I was like 18. My guess is like they probably fucked and they found out. They're like, well, now you guys got to get married.
Like Janelle's like, no, I do it like that. Well, I was gonna say I respect.
And
that
she's
Janelle
like, well, this guy sucks, man.
Got out
I
of
don't want to
it.
marry to him. Yeah.
But like, but then she didn't get out of it with Kody. Why did she? What was wrong with Adam that was worse than living with Kody and Meri? That's awful.
Well,
like,
I mean, imagine a dude Meri. Like, that's got to be some real dark energy.
Meri?
That's going to be some real fucked up energy.
This thing.
Well, it's odd to me that she would then still be hanging around the family. So like it couldn't have been that bad that she's still able to hang around his family.
He's been on the show.
Like my former sister-in-law wasn't just hanging out with my mom and dad without my brother there after they got divorced.
True. That's a good
fucking
point.
Weird. Is my ex hanging out with my family, or would that be kind of fucked up if it was like bad terms, right? So
you would think.
Right. So something's up here. And obviously, like, Meri, at that point, actually, according to Kody, even that early on in their marriage, they had issues, right? So if Meri brought it up then, like, I do not want to do this, I don't think Kody would have done it. Because he was saying at that point, it was almost immediately, he was like, oh God.
I think they were excited to like start the whole polygamy thing. So they're like, oh, we got one. We hooked one.
Or maybe that is the reason that Kody was so excited, because he's like, oh, well, like he said, like, that'll be great. Janelle can kind of fix Meri, you know?
Yeah, because they already know each other. She already knows her quirks, Meri.
Well, and like women, like you spend time with each other and you all just kind of rub off on each other, and then you're all just like happy and the same, right?
Totally. Your periods sync up though.
Yeah, and then at night we just like, you know, like put our bra and underbra on and we like pillow fight and we're like, you're so silly. Let's do makeovers, right?
Brooklyn says, knowing Janelle, she didn't communicate and thought Adam wanted polygamy and then found out he didn't. But did Janelle want it? I feel like Janelle didn't want polygamy until after she met Kody, and because then their whole shtick is that she's like, they were my cool plig friends. So did she not start liking polygamy until I can't imagine looking at Kody and Meri and being like,
honestly, I think
my
she's
whole
just
belief system changed now.
I think she just like was like, Cody's way cooler than this fucking Meri boy, you know? Like, ugh, God, look at him. Like, I don't want to be Meri is dissing Janelle here when she's like, oh yeah, Janelle said like, I would want my boys to have that figure. Listen, I don't think there's like, I think you could be like, God, I hope my kids have like a great whatever. I will say this, okay, this is probably gonna sound awful, but like as someone who grew up with chubby body issues, whatever, when I had my kids, I was like, I hope they never have to deal with that same thing that I dealt with.
Yeah.
But I don't know if like I ever looked at someone being like, my kids would have that figure. But I think that's anyone's like,
yeah,
you hope your kid has a better and easy life. Because let's face it, I think it's fair to say that pretty and good looking people tend to have it a little easier.
A little better, yeah. I would say. Yeah.
I think she and Kody hit it off. And they were like, okay, well, I'm not married anymore. Like, maybe this thing will work.
Yeah,
and they had a spark.
I don't think it's that big of a deal. And I don't think Meri ever cared about it, but she did always have this in her back pocket that it's something she technically could be a victim about.
If they only knew at that time and like made her sign something like in The Little Mermaid, like, you're okay with this. You are not allowed to come back and be like, you didn't, ma. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all agree.
She's less mad about the divorce that Kody and Robin manipulated her into getting. Like Meri still hasn't to say anything bad about that. But as we said before, I think that if she lets herself feel that, it will break her. Because that is the stupidest decision she ever made. Like crazy.
And that kind of ties in with the catfish too. So it's
it absolutely
layered. She
does.
can't go back there. She can't go back there.
I would. That would be something I'd have to always be like, no, it was for the kids. It was for the kids. It couldn't have happened without me. It was the kids. The kids. We love those kids.
Yeah.
I would have to do that as well.
Yeah, because then you're admitting that like you're real fucking dumb because everyone else saw it.
But then I think
the attorney saw it. Ron saw it.
He's like, "Are you
It's
sure,
like,
Meri?
Sure?
Tough life," he says.
You see single white female over here wearing the same coral blazer as you. Like she's the new Mrs. Brown.
That is so wild that she did that. But if Meri did come out and say that now, I think that maybe people would at least put more emphasis on how manipulative Kody and Robin are. But Meri doesn't want to say anything bad about them. So
yeah.
Anyway.
All right, let's get back to Suki before she falls asleep here. 32-39.
There was a lot of moments that was very tense.
Yeah.
What were you guys fighting about?
I don't know. That was like 30 something years ago.
You know, Meri.
I know that she likes to bring up the way that the towels were folded or something like that, you know.
Dishes. She brought up dishes. How the dishes were washed.
She always liked to do the dishes in the morning, like after they sat all night.
I can't believe
I'm like,
30
let's
years
just
later
wake
they're
up
talking
in the
about
morning
this.
and have a clean kitchen. Let's get them done at night, you know.
Okay, pause. I'm sorry. Like, okay, I would hate to have Janelle leaving her dishes. Like, that is some
I would
bullshit.
too. I really do see what I would be more like Meri and how I like things to be. But what Meri isn't understanding is there's a way to articulate that isn't being an outright bitch to everyone involved.
And now, okay, I'm gonna just knock your pants off here. I am someone, I cannot go to sleep with dirty dishes in the sink. But guess what?
Me neither.
When you live with other people and that's how their brain works for whatever reason, you can kind of come to a place where you're like, okay, it's give and take. Like last night, there were some dishes in the sink. Okay, you're going to get them in the morning? Cool. Like, it doesn't have to be just one thing, like just
all
Meri's way or
time.
like, and it does seem to me like Meri would be the type that would be like, well, no, I'm just going to do it anyway tonight. And then she's going to be pissed off that she cleaned it, even though Janelle's like, well, I'll do it in the morning. They're both not giving in.
But
and
is Janelle doing it in the morning though? No, I don't think she is. That's probably what's irritating.
Totally agree. Again, this would drive me insane. But if she didn't clean them up and there's bugs and mice, I'd be like, well, then Janelle, I guess you're getting the bugs and mice, you fucking bitch. Like, and then you go at it, right?
Then you can.
Janelle shoving more down the drain is some bullshit too.
Of a house you don't own
innocent
either,
in
aren't
this.
you? They're probably renting, or even if you are owning it, who's paying for these pipes now? Because how much money are we living on right now?
They do zero maintenance. We've seen this. They don't.
Upkeep.
Honestly, I would $100 right now. Anyone who was able to like go through their house during the listing or whatever, not that I encourage that, but
the great Zillow listing.
I would love what I would give. You know what everyone wants? You know what everyone else wants? They want that Christmas text, right? You know what I want?
Yeah.
I want the home report. You know, they do like when you do your
the walkthrough.
Yes, the home inspection.
Assessment. Yeah.
I want the full home inspection report in my hand. God, the field day I would have going through that. I want to know. The one thing I want to know that will tell me everything. What did their furnace filter look like?
Oh,
I bet you
it. They don't know how to change it.
Never, ever touched it.
They don't turn on and off the pipes in the winter either.
Maybe Justin Bemis went back and like checked it. Like, oh, this is just like one of those things, you know, anal people who go through houses and they look, this gal is going to look at. But I tell you what, I've never been disappointed because it will show you how people keep their houses. Oh, if you're not looking at that, and that's the air you're breathing and how you're keeping your home warm, like I am going to wonder about like the pipes and your caulking and, you know, if you flush your hot water heater and all those sorts of things. So the fact that Janelle would shove things down a sink, I'm getting back to this, is a marker for how she left everything else in the house. The shower drain was probably repulsive. I don't think Janelle cleans her toilets. I'm just going to be honest.
I
think she's like, I'm just going to shit in it again anyway. Like,
I think Kody and Robin did have to hold, like they didn't, their sale of their house didn't go through until they fixed stuff. I believe when they sold the Shira Chateau, there was like a little bit of a holdout where they were like, "We're not buying this until you
we want you to fix this stuff,"
and this.
Which was smart.
Basic
Never
things.
take the money when there's mold and that kind of stuff. Do not take the money to do it yourself. Never, 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 never do that.
I didn't know it was an option.
All right. Well, don't, because they will all. I promise you, Kody and Robin offered that. Because it's going to be cheaper.
Oh, yeah.
It will
Like,
be cheaper.
I'll give
They're
you
going to
10
get back
grand.
there. It's going to be twice as much as you think it's going to be. Anyway, okay. So let's go. They're both awful. 32-10.
So
We're actually kind of.
there was feelings about stupid things like dishes. You know what I mean? So
not
my
about the
point
dishes,
in saying all that is it's dumb stuff that we thought was important, and you look back and it's like it's really not. But it caused challenges.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to tell them, don't talk to me about your problems with each other. You've got to work those out yourself.
Off to a
because I
great
felt
start.
like one's pitting me against the other.
Men. Best problem
And so I
solvers.
finally said, you guys have got to start working out these problems. And they didn't. They worked out very poorly. And I probably should have been back in there refereeing, but I'm a terrible referee.
So did you feel like you were unable to protect Janelle from Meri?
Or vice versa. You know what I'm saying? It's like it wasn't a matter of protecting Janelle from Meri or protecting Meri from Janelle. It's a matter that whatever it was, there was a dissatisfaction in the experience.
But you also
trying
mentioned
to-
in the apology that, you put Janelle in harm's way. What did you mean by that?
Meri.
Uh-oh.
There's a
this
difficulty
gal.
and a struggle that I couldn't protect her from.
So funny.
And that my efforts in loving her or reassuring her
Rhymes with very, but with an
maybe
I.
weren't strong enough, focused enough. I know she didn't feel safe. Maybe
Suki,
Meri
for the love of
didn't
God,
either,
ask
but
them what
Meri
safe
fought
means.
Different.
I know, right?
And
Or
so
experience.
she seemed like she was perfectly fine. And looking back, I
Perfectly fine.
don't know what I could have
When?
done, but I'm sorry that I didn't do it.
Okay, I'm going to pause right there. That's bullshit. Like, that's a cop-out. Looking back, I just don't know what I could have done anyway.
Yeah, it's easy to
I
say.
think and think and think, and I just can't think of anything. So, I guess I did what I should have done. So,
He could have asked them, "What do you each need? What do you each need? What could I do to help this situation?" He could have asked them that, but the
no,
thing
he
is
said
that
they didn't figure it out. You see, he told them
Right.
figure it out, and they didn't do it. So, like,
but polygamy is set up automatically so that the man is alleviated from all anything because women are taught to just endure to the end.
we're the problem. Humble
so if you
yourself,
ask
bitch.
what you want from them, then that's you not being your best self. If you say this is what I require to be happy personally, well, it's not being.
Thank
it's not
you,
keeping
Sherry.
sweet.
He said nothing, and that was cowardly.
He is cowardly.
So
Right.
coward. Yeah, why were you? This is what we need to ask. What does safe mean? Like, where did they come up? We hear that a lot every
They went to
season.
therapy.
You don't
once,
feel
that's where they
safe.
got it.
But I want to ask, like, what does safe look like then? Like, you guys tell us all the time what's not safe. What is safe? It's like when when they say, like, when you parent kids, right? When you discipline them, you don't say, like, oh, don't do that, don't do that. Tell them what they should do. Put your shoes here. Put, close the door softly, not like don't slam. So give us a safe. What does that look like? What does that feel like in a room? Because we've seen you in a room with actually two therapists and no one felt safe. So where is this magical safe place that you have?
Speaking of narcissists in therapy, I finished Mad Men and I figured out my next show and I'm pretty deep in
What?
Sopranos. Sopranos.
Oh, that'll be
about a
good.
narc in therapy. And the pilot of The Sopranos is really good. It's kind of a weird tone. It's very Goodfellas, but the pilot gives you so much information. I usually don't watch pilots, but I'm like, I'll watch it. They set everything up. Jody, I really think you should check out Sopranos. You might like Mad Men more, though. You need to get into some.
Well, I watched a lot of Sopranos with Slow Bobby, and then there was like...
But you watch them for our podcast. You should just watch the whole thing. But I think you would... Mad Men's probably an easier
that one with the
now.
arrow and the kid.
That's
when
a
he shot that arrow. I didn't like that one.
That's why I always put sour cream in my eggs, though, because of that.
But I do like being the third wheel when you and Brad talk about it.
Yeah, we should do another Sopranos. Have Brad back on.
The third wheel.
He should
just
jump
the way
on
you
alive.
two. You two are like Meri and Kody. The way you look at each other, I know.
Me and Brad are what Meri wants it to be. She's like, ooh,
God,
great
yes.
besties, but like,
Oh yeah.
not that me and Brad are besties.
You know what? Maybe she'll have Kody on the Salty Birches podcast someday.
Can you imagine?
They can recap a
There's just no
series
way.
that they watched together. What's a series you think Kody and Meri watched together?
What does Meri watch? I think Kody watches like Yellowstone and stuff like that.
Oh, for
Meri-
sure.
Meri watches CBS sitcoms. That's such an easy answer. She's like
The
she's
Burning Mac
cackling.
show or something.
Or like Two Broke Girls. I feel is her like she cackling at Two Broke Girls, which is a
I
Michael.
think she'd be
Patrick
like,
thing.
I don't get that humor. They're too young.
Friends. I think Friends might be too highbrow for Meri. She needs like the real in your face, like set up joke. Right?
Oh,
Mom.
what's that?
That's a
How I
great
Met Your
answer,
Mother.
Mom. How I Met Your Mother, Big Bang Theory, Mom. Like
She has a
says.
huge crush on Neil Patrick Harris. Huge.
She doesn't. Yeah. Which actually makes sense because that's very Kody. That character is very Kody coded.
Cody used
way
to
he
love
hates
Doogie
women.
Howser.
I think
Cody used to watch
loves
Doogie
Barney.
Howser, but he identified with Boner. Oh wait, was that Doogie's friend or was that from Growing Pains?
I've never seen Doogie
I think
Howser
Boner's
or
from Growing Pains.
We should
Who's
do a
the one
Doogie
from
House.
Doogie Howser? Doogie Howser's little friend. I think that he would also like climb through the window. He had that. He was. God, what was his name? You guys are going to come in the chat. We're going to see it like 85 times. Okay, let me know in the
Doogie
comments.
Howser?
Yeah,
Somebody
Doogie's
suggested
friend.
Doogie Howser for TRP.
Vinny, thank you. Okay, back to Kody. 30-20.
I'm just.
Everyone was reading.
Matlock. That's
How did Meri fight that was different than Janelle?
Yeah, she's just willing to scrap. Willing to scrap.
When you
Like-
say scrap, what does that mean?
She's just willing to get right in your face and do the yelling and the escalation
Yelling
and the
back,
fighting.
you mean?
It's just like, and in front of anybody.
Does
I think he
plural
means more
marriage
physical.
not allow space for that emotional intimacy?
I don't know.
Hi, Kaya. Can you see that?
I don't know how it could.
Yeah.
And I don't like to throw lifestyles under the bus. You know, this is some people I'm sure find great satisfaction in their plural marriages, but I think most people don't. So as far as
Lady Payton loves
emotional
it.
intimacy means that when you're with someone, you're really with them.
I'm
And you
glad
love them
David's
for that
gone now.
person. It's not like there's always someone else in back because
She's
go
calm.
on a trip with Kody.
She's
Well, I know
settled.
that he has wives at home. And I know that he has relationships with those wives at home.
Mm-hmm.
And that was always on his mind. You know, even though he's trying to compartmentalize, I know that how can it be
How can it?
possible?
Do you think the other wives would agree with you that Kody is capable of emotional intimacy?
I don't know if I care if they would agree with that anymore. Not to be
answer
rude,
it.
but
Yes.
I just can't
I was
worry
gonna
about
say,
that
she's
anymore.
capable
Her
of it.
personality
I
is
know that
starting
he
to
is.
come out though, Jody. Like you said, they are. Robin's over it, and she's like, I don't really care, and that's who Robin is. That's
Yes.
exactly who Robin is.
Robin is now going to be contrary. Whatever she thinks the other wives are thinking or feeling, no, like she is at the end of this episode.
That's not my
That's
experience.
Robin.
Yeah.
No. Nope. I don't even care. I know you are, but what am I?
Doesn't
like
really
she's a
apply
very
to me, does it? Yeah, she's such
yeah.
a bitch.
I'm rubber, you're glue. Whatever you say, man. Like grow up. Like come with some better comebacks or something. Hire a writer or something. Just like, I don't know. I don't think so. No. Again, producers should be telling her, you don't get this unless you
yeah.
work. Yeah.
Zuleska messaged me yesterday and she's like, just out of the blue, like we talk all day long, but then she just messaged me just one thing out of the blue that was like, I'm so triggered by Robin's stupid peekaboo blouse with like the little peekaboos right here. And that's exactly what it is. I'm so enraged by her choice of that.
Oh, because she's
what
just
you chose?
because it's feminine for her. It's like, oh, it's ladylike. It's feminine. Kody likes when I wear feminine, ladylike things
with just the peekaboo of an elbow. The other ladies are going to dress.
Yeah, you're dowdy as fuck, man.
Yeah,
Who's not?
And she's worn like this shirt, like this exact shirt, like the color at least, in other tell-alls. You have so many clothes, so many options, and you go with this.
Do you think Suki should have just started with? Tell me why you wore that blouse today, Robin.
Yeah, just take us through. Oh, by the way, everyone is talking about this. I don't listen to Sarah Fraser, but I guess
why does she hold a microphone? Can I just ask?
Oh, I don't. Some podcasters do that. I think they do on Doughboys too. They hold them. No, they don't. Weiger does. Yeah, some people. I think. I would love to hold a microphone. I feel like I'd have more control over. Yeah, I'm sure I'd have the ability to.
It's 2020 sexy, so
get a
we're
fucking
doing
microphone. What was I going to?
Oh, I guess
she said
I bought this house
Sarah
to
Fraser
hold the podcasts.
That Kody's the only one that continues to like crimp himself, and he's very concerned about his outfits and stuff. And that is so irritating.
Well, I'm gonna say Robin does too. I think a lot of that we overlook as like women. Like
true, good point. I'm sure they are
expecting it. Yeah. And also, like, you are going to be on national TV. Like,
yeah,
I'm sure they are all primping and whatever. And this is not defending Kody because I would love to know what water he drinks. But like, if they were like, oh, is there anything in particular you would like? At first, I'd be like, no. And if they're like, no, really, anything, I'd be like, well, I mean,
I'd ask for Fresca.
I really love, exactly. Like, I really love that diet Canada Dry ginger ale with a splash of fruit. Like, you don't have to, like, I fucking love it.
I got one too many sleeves of that when it was seasonal, and I never wanted it.
You know what? Like, you know what you do? I got it. I got a case in storage. Go back to the regular diet Canada Dry, and I'll tell you.
The full calories?
No, diet. Still diet.
Yeah.
Diet ginger ale Canada Dry. Without
I do that every day. I always have Fresca and diet ginger ale.
Delicious. Guys, this isn't just for us. We're sharing this with you too.
Yeah, I forgot everyone else was here for a second.
Public service announcement. Big fan of Canada Dry.
I was going to say something. What was it? I lost it. All right, let's go.
Oh, okay. I'm sure 28:45. It's probably about microphones.
I know that he did in the past. I saw it and I witnessed it.
Mm-hmm. So in the early years, did you not have enough emotional resources in the tank to love two women at the same time?
No, I had enough resources in the tank to love two women at the same time, but they've got to accept the love. They've got to, it's like if you're super high maintenance, it's going to become a problem probably.
Who was high maintenance?
Well, Janelle wasn't.
That's Kody following the NDA right there. I'm not saying Meri.
I mean, he says it, but like that did make me laugh. He's like, Meri wasn't. It really that reminded me right. It reminded me right there, like when you sit down, if you're a parent, like you sit down your toddlers and you're like, all right, who did it? And they're like, well, I didn't do it. And you're like,
yeah,
okay.
Dogs do that too.
Here. Yeah, it's a child, and that's how he reacts.
By the way, I just got a notification on Instagram, so I went to check it. Right out the gate, Salty Birches just posted a video 18 minutes ago. It has 1 like, 0 comments.
It's hitting pretty big,
Should I like it?
Oh.
2 likes.
Any comments? Any comments?
No comments. No comments.
Is it funny? Is it real funny?
I don't know.
Is it a new series?
Oh, I
or
don't
are we
want to play
still
it
in the
because there's probably
sweatshirt
a
series?
song in it. We're in Zip Up Thin Hoodie, blue and pink.
Okay.
Somebody's
They're laughing.
Yeah, but I can put those out in the world. So if
it's kind of breaking up.
That's because I have the background noise turned. Okay, whatever. It's not.
Well, tune in Browntown Thursday this week at 10 a.m.
We'll play
28:04.
I'll fail to recognize that possibly.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me
some
jump
of
ahead.
the
I'm so sorry.
They're like, it doesn't matter.
So sorry. 27:39 we're at.
Oh, thank
and we
you.
are
I
coming
didn't
back
go
with
ahead either.
Suki and Kody. Oh, God.
Well, Janelle wasn't.
So Meri was high maintenance.
Yeah,
So.
and then in that, and if I was to sit and go back and analyze, I loved Janelle, but Meri was more emotionally open.
I don't understand that. Can you explain that, please?
Oh gosh.
You
I
love
understood
Janelle,
it.
but
Don't
Meri
follow through
was
on this.
more
Follow through on another
emotionally
question,
open.
Suki.
Meri
know.
was.
We get it.
But in the same breath, you said that Meri was high maintenance.
She was. When you asked me to go
He's
back in the past and
exasperated.
think
He's
about it, my head
exhausted. Look
starts
at this
to
man.
I know he is.
And
It's been a long
like
day.
there's nothing I could do, and there's nothing I could say, do, or behave like to make that experience pleasant and easy perpetually. And I'm not talking about the difficulties in a regular marriage. This is way beyond that. And
Like
if
what?
I hadn't have been like ridiculously optimistic, I don't know if we would have survived.
I had a lot of emotions based on the way that, for instance, Janelle came into the family and the way that, you know, like just different situations like that. That people,
Explain that one about Janelle coming into the family.
Oh, well, people don't. I'm not just going to say people, I'm going to say Kody. Kody and Janelle fail to recognize that possibly some of the issues that I had in polygamy could have stemmed from the fact that, they wanted to get married on my birthday. They had planned to get married on my birthday. It wasn't until his mom got involved and was like, no, don't do that. Yeah, they're like, it doesn't matter. We'll just celebrate it a different day.
Don't
Like,
pause
excuse me,
us
it does
here.
matter.
Okay. Amanda, say it again. You don't get to use this 30 years
Statute of
later
limitations is
when
over.
it didn't even happen. They didn't get married on your birthday. You said they wanted
Yeah.
to. They decided against it. Yes, it was
They
shitty.
discussed it.
I'll give you a year. I'll give you 2 years on that one. You were going to get married on my birthday. You have children. You guys are grandmothers now. I think we can be like, oh yeah, good idea. Good idea we didn't do that. You don't get to hang on to that. And this is where I agree with Kody. Like, we can't keep doing this perpetually.
Yeah. Agreed.
You gotta give it up at some point. God.
Yeah.
25-36. Janelle should have run right there and been like, is this what you're gonna be like after?
Seriously.
Like, I'm not even in the family yet and you're doing this.
Yeah.
25-36.
You know, so let's start the marriage relationship,
It's
the family
crazy.
relationship with that. And they forget that, there might have been some emotions involved with the fact that she used to be married to my brother.
Well, did you say anything?
I always wondered that.
Well,
So
really,
tell me,
Suki, would
what
have been
kind
nice to know, however many seasons ago when you decided to join the show, that you're
No,
just
bring it
bringing this up
then.
now.
Now, when there's so much to talk about, we're finally talking about the money, the NDA. Bring up the NDA, maybe.
Yeah.
Money. We're bringing up them maybe but not getting married on your birthday, but not.
Right. The family's not together. Why are you bringing up how you're pissed how the family came together? Like, Meri, didn't you, like, you got your way here. Like, he left Janelle, too. You're all, like, equal footing. You all got fucked over in different ways. But no, we're going to go back to, again, Meri. Yeah, okay, here. Move on, Meri. She's been pissed for 30 years, so she never gets over anything. It reminds me of Robin. Exactly. Yeah. Like, you have to start blaming yourself if you're like, I haven't gotten over this yet. I'm hanging on to it. And why do you hang on to it? Because it serves you.
Yeah.
It served Meri to have this, like, poor me thing. And we saw her use it every single season. Remember the bringing energy into the room? She has used this as her excuse why she brings an energy into the room. Not allowed.
Also, no, I lost it again. We did everything. All right, what? The
This
AUB
is a
does
good
wedding.
point.
Yeah, I did know that. They only do 1 day per month, not Janelle's fault. So it was probably like a mild discussion. I think that handsome woman, Kody's mom, came and intervened there. But again, they're all like 20. Do you know how much of an assholes and selfish little pricks we all were at 20?
Yeah,
like,
and the other thing too is that like, okay, yes, it would have been shitty if they got married on her birthday for sure. But like, even those marriages, like Meri, you did have a really big first wedding. Janelle like had her thing. This is a very small thing. She's not like having a big wedding like you did, Meri.
Yeah.
You know that.
Well,
it's not the same.
Wedding?
This is like a nothing burger. Like we have the same 2 photos of that wedding day to this day because it was such a throwaway thing.
Doesn't Meri share a birthday with Dayton too? So then Robin comes into the family and you lose your birthday in the end anyway. It's not really your birthday. Dayton takes precedence. But
don't tell me Meri didn't secretly love that. That now this is another little chink that she can put in her like precious armor that like she has to share her birthday with someone else.
It's actually probably worked out better for her because then
loved
everyone's
it.
remembering her birthday every year. And then with Dayton, you can always just throw Meri in there. So she's technically always getting a big party every year.
I don't have my own birthday.
Oh, yeah.
Dayton's cake is better. I don't need my own cake. You know that's what it was every year.
Yeah. Oh, you
just
bought me my own
let
cake.
Dayton pick what he wants.
Yeah, Fudgy the Whale. All right, let's
25-17.
Emotions
There's
were
a
involved
lot
with
of
that.
emotion. There's a lot of emotion.
Stop yelling at her.
She has said that when she met Kody, she had these feelings of, oh my goodness, I knew him. It's like I met this person that I just, it's like he was part of me. I don't remember exactly her words. I don't want to put words into her mouth.
Well, you should
I
remember
had one
them.
of those moments before I even started to consider being in their family, and I didn't even know what to do with it. I was at Meri's house because I knew Meri's family, and they were having a bunch of people over for something I don't remember. And Kody walked in the room, and it was the first time I'd seen him, and there was this moment of like, oh, there you are, kind of like you remember somebody that you haven't seen for a long time. It was very distinct, but I wasn't even hanging out with them really as friends. And I just put it away because I'm like, I don't know what that means.
And then all of a sudden you're being asked to be a part of this plural marriage. Did Kody know that you saw him at Meri's house and that you had this feeling?
It's almost like
I think I told him
matching
later.
Caleb
And actually, I asked to be in their family. They never asked me.
Oh.
I knew them as a couple. And I just felt inspired to say, look, I think I belong in your family. And so we went and spoke to the church leadership, and we all fasted and prayed together, and we felt like it was the right thing.
Meri too?
Like it was just this very intense thing. And I remember her saying that when she saw him, she wanted her sons to have his build. Kody's got a nice build, right? And she wanted that.
I think she was being silly. Like
you don't think that those things might be a little bit troublesome to the wife that you used to be the sister-in-law of? You know what I mean? So
I think she was trying to like bond with you and like
we're spending too much time on
this. It's just to say
this.
these are facts.
Yeah.
I had emotions, and I was the one who was in trouble for having these emotions. Now, I was probably in trouble more for how I reacted because, you know what? Sometimes I would cry and sometimes I would like, come on, Kody, I need some more.
I think it was probably more
attention.
than that.
Worse than that,
So you're not even married to
It's not the
Kody.
crying.
And
We've
hate when she
seen you
cries
get
though,
mad at the
too.
kids. We've seen you get mad at McKelty. We know your tone.
We saw you get mad about the eggs.
We've seen you go silent
In present
when
day.
Leon came out. And then when you were sitting with Leon, you're like, well, I just don't know. I've always wanted to be a grandmother. And I don't know how you're going to do that.
Oh, God. I forgot.
After it was supposed to be a conversation to make Leon feel better and reassured. I don't think Meri was like, hey, come on, Kody, I want you to get some more attention. You
Yeah, it was
cried a little bit quietly
Yeah, I
to
would
herself.
cry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Right. 2250. I'm gonna go buy some clothes so I can afford my house.
you're having these feelings already. Why didn't you say no to Janelle coming into the family?
No. I didn't have these feelings until she was coming into the family.
Okay.
Well, then why didn't you
Because
speak
I
up?
didn't know that she had those thoughts until she was coming into the family, and even later after she was in the family.
Okay, Paul. So that would be appropriate, right? I just want to point that out.
I was reading the comments. Sorry. What did she say?
So Suki was like, so you knew all of this like before she went in the family. So whatever. And she goes, no. I knew it like after she was becoming part of the family and she was part of the family. I knew about these things. But she just said she knew that before, that like, oh, I want my kids to have that. And that, like, she had this connection with Kody and I did.
Oh, right.
So wait, so when she's getting her timeline all fucked up here because she's changing everything. Like, you can't say you knew all of these feelings were going on and it was awkward and it was your brother and your husband, and that you knew all of it was awkward at the time, but now you're looking at it, you're like, well, I didn't know until after she came into the family that she, had all these feelings. Which one is it, bitch?
Also, I'm going to put more blame on Suki here because we have now halted the tell-all to sit on this. And this is taking up
about Adam
20
Barber.
minutes. About that. This is taking up 20 minutes of this tell-all in probably 3 days worth of filming. How many days did they film? Hours and hours, 12 hours worth of filming. We're going to stop. So how long did they really even talk about it when we get an entire half a tell-all about that? Like, this is all on Suki too, for like not figuring out what questions to like grab. That's what you're grabbing and going, really? Oh, like, and I feel like Suki thinks in the moment here that she's really nailing them down.
Gotcha.
Like, the audience is gonna really want to dig into this. But like, and I think Dr. Adam said this too with Kara, that like the tell-alls are aimed more toward casual viewers.
Sure.
But
yep.
I wish it wasn't.
There's so many things that she could have gone into. And like, I get she's a journalist, whatever. And I feel like for some reason, everyone's like on pins and needles, like talking about her method of it. But I just don't think there's any question that she did not ask. Real, I would say maybe there were one or two good questions, but over 4 episodes,
yeah,
nothing.
Yeah, and the information that she did get was kind of by accident or just from like wearing them down so much.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been a few seasons
it
now.
Lazy.
Like, I would love to just maybe see a different interviewer, a harder
Amanda,
interviewer.
You and I do this for a whatever smallish, mediumish podcast. Okay, we're not making what Suki even made that day in a year,
right? Yeah.
And what we put into watching and talking about, what all of you guys put into watching and talking about. Look, we follow this shit. We're on Facebook. We're talking to each other here. We put in infinitely more than the person who's getting paid to like interview and sit down with this family for like the viewers to watch. Like, they really needed to maybe do a poll. Like they did, what do you want to see the rest of the season? Do you want to see Aurora get baptized? Do you want to see, what do you want to see on the tell-all? Do you want them all sitting down together? Do you want separate? Like, maybe do something like that, and they would have huge ratings for this. And probably people would come back to the show who maybe were casual viewers earlier on.
No, I feel like Suki doing these interviews is the equivalent of getting your news from one of those like Sister Wives fan pages on Facebook, where it's like, here's a clip from season 4 where something crazy happens, but it's like kind of that. It's like my mom would click on that, and my mom will sometimes come to me and be like, did you hear about this? And I'll be like, where did you hear about that? That wasn't on Facebook. That like a link you clicked. And if she says yes, I'm like, then if it's not posted on like our Facebook group, then it's not relevant to anything by someone else.
I mean, I know she said, was it on Dr. Adams or I forgot where it was, Sarah Fraser, because I listened to a little bit of that through TikTok, like you click through it.
Sure, yeah.
That that she does watch the current seasons, but I don't know. Like, I feel like she hasn't seen every other previous season. And she didn't say that because I remember who asked her. Mm-hmm. And she said like, oh yeah, I watched right along with you. I watched the whole season. And I remember being like, ask her if she's seen every episode.
several
or
times.
How
too.
far back has she watched? Because there are so many places where there's very easy follow-up questions like, do you and Truly, so does Truly go to Moab with you guys a lot? Or whatever, Isabel's surgery, or so many other things.
Yeah.
That like little
Tony
things
McKelty
would have
wedding
come
stuff.
up.
But it can't be even a one watch. It's like Vanderpump Rules. You need to like watch things multiple times to really know the nitty gritty. And that's the host we need. And I just don't know who. I don't want to do it. But like, I would love to see them try it out with a different host. Not that I want her to lose her job, but come on now.
Well,
4 episodes we
maybe
get.
listen to everyone. She does hear everyone's criticism. She says she sees it and stuff, but like, so maybe like kicking in a little.
Watch the whole season. Watch the whole series twice before the next tell-all. It's not that hard to do.
Time for that. No, it's not. 22-32.
But you knew that she had already been married
But
to
I
your brother,
knew
and you
that
had
she
those intense feelings about that.
Yeah, that aspect of it. I mean, when you think about it, that's weird. That's awkward. That's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It was very.
But you never said
uncomfortable.
anything like, "Hey, Kody, that's awkward. She used to be married to my brother.
I
now
did.
you want to marry her and bring her into this polygamous family."
Yeah, I did. We talked about it.
Oh, okay. So you did.
So you did brought it up.
Like,
Okay. And then you were obviously fine with it
supposed
eventually.
to have those thoughts or feelings or emotions about it. Like I was the one who was in the wrong for having those.
Why?
We're supposed to endure to the end, and we're supposed to live this way because this is what's gonna.
Okay, but
we're gonna
all
gain
of you
salvation
got that
from it, whatever.
message, Mary.
Right, there's
That
this
wasn't just
ideal
you.
that everyone has to be a perfect wife, a perfect sister wife, a perfect, and then you add on to all this perfection that you want to hit, and you feel insecure about things, you feel jealous about things, all of it. The whole thing, suffering to the end, endure to the end, all of that. It's just sad.
Mm-hmm.
It's just
Getting
sad
ready.
that it's this religious expectation that makes you this better person, and it's just hard.
Let's talk a little bit about
good.
this next
David's
clip
back.
that we want to get to. And it was really a candid conversation. You have a lot of discussions, which is interesting to see over this past year.
Yeah.
You have discussions on even polygamy. And the next clip that I want to really talk about is your differing views on polygamy. Let's take a look at this clip and then we'll talk after.
Cool. My thing was, look, if I'm having a bad time with Kody in a bad situation, I don't want to see him being physically affectionate with other wives in front of me. Like a slap in the face.
All it does is create a lot of hate, a lot of jealousy, a lot of control. I've definitely seen that. I've talked to friends that their biggest thing is, you know what I love about polygamy, is they compete for my love. Mind games start playing in your head and you start thinking, well, what's that person doing that I'm not doing? Can I do better? And the guy has an ego. Oh, they love the fighting. They love the competition between the women.
I didn't feel like I was being controlled by Kody. They teach you that it makes you better. Oh no, the famous quote is endure to the end. Endure to the end, if you can imagine.
Look at Janelle's
Sad.
face.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Janelle's
It's an interesting idea in the church culture that we came from that suffering was going to make you better. I didn't handle myself the best all the time. I remember being very jealous.
Downplaying it.
I thought I was living polygamy wrong. I thought I was a human being wrong. I thought I was a woman wrong, a wife wrong. I couldn't even have a baby, for heaven's sakes.
You did have a baby, though. You had a
Christine,
baby.
It's a lot.
Yeah. Do you agree with David's perception of polygamy?
I think overall, it's just
There we
hard.
go.
You just can't look at it like that because I have family that still lives it. But then it comes down to it, and he's right. He's right. I think I
hate
see
it.
more sadness
He's right.
in polygamy than anything else. I look at so many polygamous families, and they don't look happy. It's just sad.
I do
It's
agree
like,
with this.
what is the secret
David's
sauce
gonna
here
butt in
that
and-
like
David is
convinces
right,
women
though.
to
I mean,
be
correct.
okay with their husband having this other relationship with this other woman, but it makes you better. So it's okay. What is the secret that they
I don't know, Christine. You tell us. You did it. What did they tell you?
David's gonna weigh in.
But she said that. I was like, wait, are you talking like as if like now you're on the outside and you have no idea what they tell the women?
Yeah.
You wrote a what? A book called
Yeah.
what? Sister Wife?
Wife.
Why didn't you tell us? In fact, I think the first 2 chapters were all about how they teach women. And now she's like, was I indoctrinated?
Yeah.
No. You wrote the book and you
Hiya.
said I was in a cult, Christine. Like, pick your lane and stay there. All right, let's have David explain it to us like we're women. 1910.
Well, what is it, you know? So it was part of my culture.
So do you feel like you were indoctrinated into the culture?
Probably.
I would
not
say
just-
be indoctrinated.
I would say
I'm looking on the other side from where,
I said
from
I
my
failed.
experience since I was, 2-3 years old into it, that if this is supposed to be so righteous thing, why is it so miserable? So how is it so right?
When I saw David, it just made my stomach just turn because I think it's wrong to paint everybody with the brush of your one experience. And I'm not denying that his sister had this experience. And I think lots of things happen in monogamy. I think lots of things happen in all kinds of relationships that can be really screwed up.
Janelle took issue with your description of, polygamy. And she said it was a very broad brush stroke of
Look
what
how
it actually is.
This is when
and
Suki said
what you
this to him.
experienced
His
isn't
body
necessarily
language was
what
very
other
defensive.
people experience.
My question to her is, where did you guys go in your family? Where did it go end up now? They're not together anymore. And I'm not trying to do that because it can happen in monogamous.
I was going to say
mean.
monogamous couples also divorce.
I've experienced it in a lot of different religions.
In
But when I was
Mexico.
talking about my own experience, what I did, why she took it personally, I have no idea. Because I wasn't referring to your guys' church at all. I was talking about my relationship from what I've been since
You're
I was a
talking
kid
about
down in
Janelle's
Mexico.
relationship.
Yeah, no, you're saying, God. Again, this is where Suki has to be like, well, I think what Janelle was saying is you were saying that you've been in polygamy or you've been around polygamy and you know it for a very long time. And this is a general practice that happens in polygamy that women are, condescended to and you come second and he's seen it that long. But they was like, no. That's all I was said. That only happens in Mexico, not Janelle.
What he's
No,
trying
you
to back from
weren't.
his- But he
You were
is
saying-
correct, though. That is what happens in polygamy. It actually does annoy me a little bit. Janelle refuses to realize that she is fully indoctrinated into the whole thing too. Like I wish she would see that.
Yeah, Janelle's like, no, that didn't happen to me. And David is saying, I know all about polygamy because I've seen it here and in Mexico. And he's like, but I'm not talking about yours. Like, no, you are. Like, why don't you just say, yes,
You're
I
right
was.
and wrong at the same time. Yeah,
Yes, I'm sorry
that is-
she took it personally, but it's how I see it. I saw it in Mexico, and from what Christine said and meeting Kody, it really does seem like what I've seen reaches across all different churches. David, why are you now going back on what you're saying? You can't double down on it and take it back at the same time. Why is Suki, professional award-winning interviewer, not keeping this straight? I'm like ADD all over the place and perimenopausal, barely like keeping the thread, like all of us, right? Like watching this, we're like, this is messy. This is all over the place. But like, we can still pick up on these things where they're being like contrary to themselves, and Suki isn't. She went to like fucking college for this, right?
Yeah, but Suki also seems to be the most combative in this tell-all with David. And then she goes on to tell Dr. Adam that David is the greatest guy. I love David. I'm like, really? You like David? That's the only person that you seem to feel comfortable arguing with, or that David's really combative with her.
Okay.
Too, actually.
Do you think Suki maybe has some maybe she doesn't even recognize that she has some sort of like I don't know, she's affected by men speaking to her in a different way than women are? Like maybe we all are. Like I am sure I probably am more intimidated by like a man. Like I would get more, I'm sure, just by society, right?
Yeah.
But like, come on, man. Now I'm getting like really, really jealous. I think we could do our job. Yeah, actually, you know what they should do? They should do like they did. They've done it in other ones where they're like, oh, question from
Well,
Rose
the Housewives
City.
are.
Yeah, questions from the audience.
Well,
that they answer.
They did used to do that. That is what remember they used to like get iPads and answer the questions.
Let's do it
The
again.
Sister Wives
Let's
tell
do
all?
it again.
Cody would have too many stipulations though. You can't ask about the kids or Garrison.
God. All right. 1740.
I think David thinks he knows a lot about plural marriage. I think he
Here
was
we
a
go. We're
kid
gonna
when
get
his
stuck in
sister
this
was
loop right
struggling
here.
through it and he wanted to protect his sister. I think he might have noble thoughts about it, but I don't think he knows that much about it. He associated with a bunch of construction workers that were polygamous or something.
Yeah,
and,
this is not a good look for
you know,
Kody.
I've met some polygamous construction workers that I thought were pigs.
Oh, God, careful.
So his reflection has nothing to do with our family. I hated it when my wives weren't getting along. When he talks about polygamists like wanting their wives to be jealous and stuff like that.
You did mention that Janelle and Meri used to compete for attention.
Okay.
All right, pause it. I don't know why I muted myself while I was talking. I feel like does Kody think it's a flex that David has a blue collar, hands-on, like pretty tough job and he doesn't? Does he find that to be a flex that Dave, to me, Kody admitting that
he's
he
talking
doesn't
down
have a
to
job.
David.
Well, yeah, but I think it's I think David has more of a flex that he has a job and that it is like because of what Kody thinks is masculine. David has a masculine job. Well, I don't know why Kody thinks he's more highbrow than David, because we know for a fact that you don't actually have a job, or you have possibly the most white collar job you could have.
He's a businessman.
Oh, that's right. He does consider himself a businessman.
He's a businessman and he's a celebrity.
Do you think that's what he would call himself first? Is businessman?
Yes.
Like that's what he would
business
list
owner.
I wonder if it would be. Yeah,
he's got
or
dad
entrepreneur.
I definitely think there would be businessman or business owner.
Okay, I forgot about
husband, father, business owner, best friend. Too many.
Yeah.
Best friend to all.
Priest holder. Best friend to many.
Priest holder. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Where are we here?
See.
We kind of blasted through this pretty well, huh?
Here.
He goes.
I'm
problem?
going to Marty Supreme after this with my mom. Has anybody seen Marty Supreme? Will I like it?
What is that? Is that a movie?
It's with Timothy Chalamet. It's a Chalamet joint.
You know,
I like him.
When I hear the word Chalamet, you know what comes to mind? I feel like it's French for soft leather man shoe.
Oh,
like,
I
just picture like it's very thin, like buttery soft and thin leather.
Chalamet. Yeah, it seems like something that would be mentioned in like La Cage aux Folles.
Yes.
When they're naming all the different materials, Chalamet is one.
He kind of dresses like they would say in the old days, like a dandy. You know, like like he dresses nicely, that man, you know?
I think Timothy Chalamet perfectly represents his name. Like he looks exactly like a Timothy Chalamet. Timothy with two E's. Chalamet.
You know, that is true. Like, I gotta give it to him.
He looks exactly like what his name is.
The baby knew his name and was like, I know what direction I'm taking.
Like, yeah, I'm going to be an actor.
You know?
In fact. Yeah.
So an actor with a loving partner at home.
Has anybody seen Marty
Supreme?
I'm excited to see it, I guess.
Oh, Timothée. Can we call him Timothée?
He's going to win the Oscar, I think. Wicked got shut out completely.
Rose says Chalamet equals soft for sure. That is like.
Is that what it means?
I feel like Chalamet might be an adjective in a Pottery Barn, like baby catalog. Like check out our Chalamet sheets.
Kaya.
The softest cotton bubble.
Uh-huh.
Okay, 1638. Sorry.
You did mention
38.
that Janelle and Meri used to compete for attention.
I wasn't.
God, are we still on this?
Do you understand what I'm saying? He's talking about men who are promoting that. I think that's sick and wrong.
Okay,
This is
Kody.
my point. Is David was looking into polygamy. I was in it. He doesn't know anything about it other than from his outside experience. Which
here
means
comes
that
the loop.
He doesn't know Jack. But David doesn't know that he doesn't know Jack because David thinks he knows Jack. Now, I've lived plural marriage long enough to know that I don't know Jack. But David still thinks he knows Jack, but he doesn't know Jack.
He's so excited to
I think
swear.
he means well. And you know what? When you're having a candid conversation like that,
he's so excited to deliver the material that he's been working on with Areola at home.
For sure.
And it made him angry.
He just said
about
talking
polygamy.
off the handle, by the way.
I've been around a lot.
Yeah,
flying off the handle, talking off the cuff.
He didn't leave enough room for that the jack shit thing to breathe. Yeah.
To land.
So it came off more angry than funny. He didn't give Suki the chance to do a
Oh yeah. Also, it's not really a joke. It's no punchline.
He overcommitted.
I understand what he's saying though, and it is also true. David thinks he knows jack shit. He wasn't in it. That is an actual factual point.
True.
But you got too excited about the cursing, and I think he really thought that he was shocking.
Yeah.
Listen to how much I'm gonna say this essay.
But also, even though he is kind of right that David doesn't know, David is correct. You are all misogynist. I mean,
you're both right.
Yeah.
You
so
both still suck.
Suki, as paid professional facilitator of this conversation, perhaps you might have a tool or two in your tool bag that you use for your job in this instance to clarify that for the audience and the people sitting in front of you. But no, instead, Sook's a little tired, okay? It's hard. It's hard sitting there for hours not asking questions, Amanda. I can't even imagine. 1541.
That he's been in it. I've witnessed and seen the heartaches of many women down in Mexico, being around with my mom and listening to these women all talk. Listen to the guys
sitting
talk
down with
down
all
there.
the women. They all
It's
talk
not
to me.
like it's a fresh thing since I met Christine. All of a sudden, I know polygamy. No, I've been around it my whole life. I could tell you stories after stories about what happens down there.
In Mexico.
And for him to say it, that's fine. But I do know a lot
his
about it. I
pilgrimage
have
in
never
Mexico.
lived it. I don't have to understand about how hard it is to have a baby to have one. You can see it.
Do you believe that Kody has a big ego?
All guys have egos. It depends on how big or wherever it's at, but he does have an ego. In the polygamous sector, it is an ego there. I've had friends that were that way.
An
They
eagle.
loved it. One of my friends said one time when I was younger,
This never happened.
you got to get in polygamy. It is so much fun. The competing is awesome.
I could see
Do you
Kody
agree
saying
with
that
David's
honestly.
take on this?
The competing's awesome. Okay, I'm gonna pause right. This is.
I
Okay,
believe
David,
that story. I believe a lot of the men say that, and I believe that Kody would say that and has said that. With that happy smile on his face, he does. He has said that before. It's awesome. They fight over me. These wives, these crazy women.
I believe it, but also first of all, David's doing himself no favors. He fucked himself over when he got all excited about inviting Kody to Moab, and he got turned down.
I get it. I get what you're saying, Kody. I get it.
And my sugars. He's doing himself no favor telling everyone how close to death he is because of his blood sugar, his type 2 diabetes. And now he's like, I mean, I was alive for years and years before Kody. I was 2 or 3 years old,
reminding
decades
everyone how much
before
older.
Kody was even born. I'm so old. I've been
I was thinking that too, that you brought up your blood sugar last time, and now you're mentioning how much older
you are. And that you're sitting around with all the old biddies bitching about polygamy, and they're just like, yeah, come on over here, David. He's like, what you gotta do in Mexico and polygamy.
Yeah. He's holding court in Mexico while everyone tells the polygamy stories to him.
Stop
I feel like you went to Mexico a couple times and had some locker room talk with some guys.
Oh, he wishes. Well, and that's why you asked me about this cover really quickly. This is this is precisely what I was trying to achieve in this cover, which is a banana / dick measuring contest. This is who knows polygamy more, Kody or David, because he's been to Mexico. And LeBaron is where actually Christine and David were just recently to go relive the place where they maybe had crossed paths in their youth. And obviously Meri is there because Meri likes bananas too.
Look at that under eyeliner
that
there.
kind of explains the
this is one of the catfish pictures, by the way. I do know
that. It is.
That is
yes,
one of
course.
her catfish pictures. I hate knowing that. But you can tell because there's a a sexuality to it.
A sultry
she's-
nature.
Like what I'm gonna do to you.
Now, what you don't see actually, Amanda, is, and you might already be picturing this in your mind, is that she is wearing a Canadian tuxedo below the neck.
Really?
Denim shirt, denim jeans. Yep.
Somebody sent us an email. Thank you so much. That the Batman, it's not Batman yet, is like debunked, gone.
Wait, what? It got taken down?
Yeah. She sent screenshots. It's gone.
Okay, wait. Someone needs to
Like
go. And I only know this from people do this on Reddit. I don't know how to do it. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's an app or website, but there's something called the Wayback Machine. Oh my God. Which has a record of what was on Google and Google searches and websites before or something. Like you can go back in time and resurrect old things.
Okay,
so someone who knows how to do that, get on that for us.
Maybe they can find our one chip challenge that's also gone.
Maybe
busted.
I mean, this is like stuff for history that we need to preserve. This is
not Batman yet. Come on.
Yeah, this is like going into the museums in Germany and Poland during the Holocaust and getting all of the precious art to keep.
This is reality TV Auschwitz.
Actually, that's gonna happen in real time. Okay, I'm not going to go into Janelle's scary scam, but if we're talking about AI, think about that. All of our shit now, I mean, maybe Kody and Robin are onto something. They're investing in hard art objects because with AI and everything's going to be digital in the cloud.
Yeah,
that all goes away. Then what do we have? We only have our original David Yurman, jewelry and Thomas Kincaid prints, and they'll be worth millions.
And that Phoenix glass sculpture that doesn't really fit in any room because it doesn't match anything.
Well, that convertible painting, original.
Oh, that too.
Original art piece, 1438.
Okay.
Sorry for the rant, guys.
David's sister was in a different group. And so that might have been the experience that he had, but that's not what I ever heard about.
Amanda, check out this comment.
In my church.
I saw
Do you think most polygamists have to have a big ego?
I think that it would be better if he didn't.
What is your time
I
stamp?
think that having a big ego is what causes
14,
problems.
11, 14.
Does Kody have the big ego?
Kody definitely has a big ego. He always has. But I enjoy him. He's fun. Right? He's
exactly. They
fun to
loved
hang
the
out
ego.
with.
They all loved
He's
it.
charismatic.
And that's fine.
He's
true.
a little bit too cocky. I don't like cocky.
Okay.
And that kind of goes along with ego. So there's times that he does have that.
Well, you're kind of cocky too,
Do you think
Meri.
Kody has a big ego?
Yeah.
Are you okay with his big ego?
It's fine. It doesn't, it's not my problem anymore.
Yeah.
Janelle likes his
That's
big
I think
ego.
he has an ego, and I think that's okay.
Do you think all men have to have a big ego in order
She
to
sure
be a
hopes they all
polygamist?
have big egos.
I think you have to feel pretty confident in who you are. I don't think an ego can be misconstrued. I think a healthy ego is a good thing. To feel confident in who you are and being able to lead. Yeah, I think that's great.
Okay.
But an ego, he's talking about machismo or whatever, where it's I'm the man.
Patriarchy.
That wouldn't be good.
Did you ever?
That's how
feel
Kody is, though. Can you
that
pause it really
Kody
quick?
Wanted you?
Yeah, exactly.
This-
They all knew he's always been like this, though.
Yeah, he was like that from the first line out of his mouth was like, "I'm Kody Brown, and I'm." What
I
did
mean,
he
when
say?
they met, even Christine.
Oh, when
what
they
was
met
she
too,
saying?
yeah.
He was running around spraying
hitting
people
everyone
with
with
the
a hose.
hose. He was always obnoxious and egotistical, and
So
that's why they
Janelle,
loved
what
him.
is Janelle doing here? By the way, this is my favorite thing ever. Peachtree Nikki, did you think of this Diet Kody? That's why Christine married Diet Kody. Is Diet Kody? Did you hear that from somewhere? Because that is
No.
so funny. That is so perfect. Diet Kody, just a little better for you, Kody. Because
He's been kind of worn into polygamy a little bit. Is that what you mean? He's kind of his.
No,
edges
David's
had
just
been-
he's just Kody, but he's
Oh,
Diet
okay. I
Kody.
thought you were talking about back in the day when they were first meeting, and gotcha. Yeah.
He's
Actually,
Diet
should we say
Kody
Kody
Light.
Zero? Because You know,
void of personality.
You know, David can't have the sugars in the diet. Soda's got to go 0 for zero sugar.
I can't have the aspartame. I'm using that one together.
Yeah. I got to stick to the stevia. Oh, God. Do you think David can eat MSG? I bet she's got like a really bad reaction to MSG because of the sugars. 1307. By the way, we're not like dissing diabetes by any means. It's just, again, why David chooses to bring up his health and aging issues to his wife's ex-husband is baffling. 1307.
Guys competing for his love?
No, I never felt like that. I never felt like I had to compete.
So do you agree with David about the women having to compete with each other for a man's affection in polygamy?
I have seen that happen, and I don't agree that it has to happen. I've seen it happen with us. I've seen it happen in other families. I've seen it in our family where Kody is willing and able to show love to all of us. So I don't agree that it's something that you could just put a blanket statement on.
Have you ever had that feeling? That feeling that you had to compete for affection?
Are we still on this?
Yes.
Suki. Were we just talking about that?
Yeah, we literally just spent,
We're
3/4
12
of the
minutes
tell-all about how everyone was jealous when they like got married to Kody. Okay, I think this is where it's gonna.
I'm just here to.
Okay.
Were you surprised?
All right, jumping.
And I don't.
Okay, we are at 11:47. Code 0. That is so good, Krista. Code 0. There we go.
Code 0.
We got it.
Perfect.
Workshopped it. Good job, team.
Workshopped it.
We did it. 11:47. Hey, careful. Should we TM that for Katie Joy? TM.
God,
Code
she
0.
sucks. I'm so exhausted by her. I'm like, do I need to now deal with you? Okay, let's.
No. 11:47.
You ever had that feeling that you had to compete for affection?
Of course. Come on.
You know, I've never felt like that I had to compete.
She hasn't. Mary's saying she
But
didn't
I
feel
did
like
look
that.
at myself and be like, okay, what do I need to change to be accepted and change to be loved and change to be welcomed in?
Well, you could just be a
Do you
little
feel
nicer,
like you
Mary.
really did everything wrong?
There were definitely times in my life that I didn't feel like
Can you pause it
anything
really
that
quick?
I could do.
Yeah.
You know, in our favorite episode that we've covered in recent history, the murder tarp date, coined by Corey and Carly of Surviving Sister Wives podcast.
Correct.
Cody says in there, and people clung on to this as being such an asshole thing to say, but he says to her, well, if you want me to love you, you need to work on being lovable. And people think that was really mean, but like, this is kind of what he's saying. Like, if you could just act in a way that like is like someone could love this personality, act lovable.
Yeah, and even on the murder tarp date, you and I were talking about how she was like purposely making him uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Like it really did seem like she was purposely trying to put him on the spot, doing like a zing, I gotcha. But then she also will manipulate and do these things like, what did she say? Like, I mean, what would you do if I just like, here, I'm going to upload some of these pictures that I had. Like, what would you do if I just like kissed you right now? Like, what reaction are you wanting him to give? Because the entire, well, I would say probably last 10 years, he's been telling you, I'm not coming, Mary. So like, what reaction do you want him to have when all he's telling you over and over is honestly how he feels?
Yeah, and it's valid. Unfortunately.
Like, so some of those things that you did, Mary, were kind of wrong or setting it up to be like you're antagonizing him in a really weird, manipulative way.
She is off
that
on
like
it.
only Kody was able to like realize that you were doing, because it does take a while to see what Mary is doing. And like, which is why
it's a gotcha, like Cherie says. She likes to gotcha you. Gotcha.
Yes, yeah, and laugh because she tries to play it off like you're
just
joking
a joke.
together.
I'm just God, lighten up, right?
Yeah, lighten up, Christine. After she like disses her in front of her family, right? 11:18.
Was right. I mean, I said it, like I couldn't even have a baby. something was wrong with me. You know, I mean, I finally did, but
You
then I
did
couldn't
have a baby, though.
anymore. And I don't think that any of them thought
and there were
I was
offers for
wrong
you to, like,
necessarily for having feelings
you
and
did have a
emotions,
baby.
but I don't know that how empathetic they were with it.
Okay, I'm gonna pause there. Just really quickly, I do think that they empathize with Meri. I truly do
They
think they
do.
empathize
Even
with her.
Robin, I believe, empathizes with her because all Robin cares about is having babies. So she definitely empathizes with that.
Right.
The idea of not being able to have one, but you also did have one. It's very different than never having one.
Good point. Kaza says, imagine being Leon.
Yeah, right? Yeah. It's like, hello.
Hey. Hi.
It's me, Leon. Your child.
Was I enough?
Yeah. She's like one of the oldest. They are one of the oldest children too. Like I was here the whole time.
Yeah, I mean, I think it probably got very tiring for Janelle and Christine to be like, yes, we empathize with you. And like, we're so sorry that like, we're able to have kids and you can't, but like, you can't. Meri just uses that as an excuse for everything. Everything. In later seasons, even after she's like, yeah, I don't want any more kids. And that is a very traumatic thing. Like, my God, I was a surrogate because I can't imagine wanting to have children and not being able to have them. Like, I totally get it. But it's just like, they're upset that Meri yelled at them and she's like, well, I wasn't able to have whatever and you didn't give me that. Like, you just can't. Not everything is a direct leap to that. You can't. Yeah. It's enough.
I want to like go back and immediately recap the season where they move into the cul-de-sac and they pick all their shit for the houses. That would be
Janopolis is the same thing.
Yes.
The wet bar.
Like that would be a fascinating thing to go back and really watch Meri and just how
I couldn't have another child, so I should get the wet bar. And she is not going to live in another house with sliding patio doors. You can't, like, that does not,
she was a passive-aggressive bitch to Mona in that, where she's like, yeah, there is a little boo-boo, or whatever the fucking conversation was. Just
when Mona was like,
you can't, like that?
Yeah, you can't keep going to the job site. Like, actually, Meri, you're trespassing. You actually don't even own this property. It's the builders still.
Like, that's I guarantee you, if you ask every single construction worker and Mona, they would list in order of who they wanted to deal with, who was the most pleasant to deal with. It would go like Christine, probably Kody,
who's
Janelle,
most high maintenance.
Meri's dead last, even more so than Robin and Kody.
Yeah. Dead last.
She's such a bitch. I hear experiment. Exactly. Like that story that Kody told really, I think that did hit a lot of us. Like, he's making a pretty good point with that. Pretty solid case.
Yeah. 10:58.
Watching them all have babies when I couldn't, you know what I mean?
Right.
It's a huge challenge. It's one thing to watch my sisters or friends or whatever have babies.
I mean, that is true. It's heartbreaking when you want to have a baby and you can't.
It's
like,
a
everyone's
whole
getting
other
pregnant.
level to watch my husband have them with other people.
The fact that Meri was feeling that
but
she
you knew
just had one
that's what
kid
you guys
that
were
she
doing,
felt
to have
less
a
than.
huge family with children.
That was
Had she ever shared that with everybody? Like, can you help me process this? Can we?
Oh yeah, and like there was special circumstances. Like each of us would go and tell Meri when we were pregnant before we would tell anyone else to help her be able to have the time to process that. And
okay, don't say we. That was you. That was only you, Robin. No one else got pregnant, so you don't know what. I know. I hate when
she does that. We know this is you're talking about.
It's your only 2 pregnancies, and you actually didn't tell Meri privately. You told Meri on camera.
You sure did. Right before everyone was going to announce it.
Yeah. And
right before.
And she sobbed. And she had a rough reaction. So she didn't get to do that.
And then Leon sobbed. And then you went up to like bother Leon.
To be the hero. So fuck you. That was only you. And it wasn't alone or private. It was on camera and you know it.
Yeah.
10:18.
Just to let her feel supported in that and say, I know this is hard for you and I am pregnant and I love you. And that's why I offered to do surrogacy for her.
At the worst time possible after
because I was trying to support that part of her pain and her story.
I can go back and I can say they didn't honor me or they didn't honor you? They had too much contention with each other. I could sit and blame everything on them. And what it was is I was just over my head in leadership that I couldn't manage.
And with that, I want to talk about
Louder.
Mary's apology.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
Right there, Suki. Why didn't she be like, he just said, I was in over my head.
Yeah.
Managing this. He just said, like, what we've been building up to for 20 years. I did a bad job. And she was like,
did a bad job.
So that brings me to Mary's apology. Yeah. Are you kidding? I screamed
Tell me more about
I watched it 3
Janelle
times. I screamed every time.
Watch the mugs. Can we talk more about that?
He just said it. Oh my God. This is what she should have asked right here. Tell me what you wish you would have done differently.
Yeah, if you could go back and relive it, what would you do?
Because you said you did a bad job. What would a good job look like?
What are some regrets you have?
No.
But no, let's talk about Mary. How Mary was such a badass to you.
9:36.
Down with Mary.
This is at least fine.
And you offer an apology for years of hurt. And what we're going to see in the clip is that Mary pushes back. And she pushes back really hard.
I didn't really think so.
And it was a tough conversation. I want you to take a look at the clip and then we'll talk about it.
This is what she says. I'm going to tell you this, Cody. I'm going to tell you this, Cody. I'm going to tell you this, Cody.
Apologize.
So I'm
Cody's
going to tell
wearing
you
the
this.
same. Cody's wearing the same jacket.
For my
Can you
part,
tell all that
and-
as the apology tour?
It's
same
from
same jacket.
Joss period a period a Banks.
That's so funny. You got so many clothes, but he like has one blazer that he finds every year that he's like, this is my
Amanda,
like,
you know this
blazer.
is okay. Tell me, you know this happened. He walked in there. He got like he got the equivalent of a Ryan from The Office. Okay, that's the guy working at Joseph A. Banks. Cody goes in. This guy builds up Cody.
He sniffs him out. He sniffs him out the second he walked in the door.
This jacket was made for you. Yeah. I've seen a lot of people try this on and like no one has looked as good as you.
Yeah.
Sold. He's now Cody's personal shopper.
Yeah.
This is the
Ryan
only
from The
thing
Office
he
is
will
perfect.
ever wear is just different variations of this jacket.
It's just so funny that's like his. Oh, I feel good in this jacket, but it's a split screen of him wearing the same jacket. Did he wear that for Janelle as well?
Guy. You know what? I believe he
did. He? And did he
We'll go back.
for Christine?
Jennifer's
all I can
right.
see is him in the jacket now.
His new best friend. He's going to go pick up his best friend after a shift at Jose A. Banks. They're gonna hit that. Not Jamba Juice. Cody would never waste his calories
That's
at
so
Jamba
funny
Juice.
that it's
Where are they
Joseph
going?
A. Bank for some reason.
Where are they going?
Erewhon.
Oh, do they have?
Do you know what Erewhon
is?
is?
There. That's like the fancy grocery store.
It's like really like that's where Cody would like to go. That's where he would take Ryan from The Office.
Wait, I got it.
Get strawberry.
Cody's always wanted to try with these like young guys, like this. I've always wanted to try this boba. Let's go get some boba. He has Ryan. He's got Ryan from Jose Banks, brings him to go get boba, and then Cody gets a wild hair up his ass. He wants to go hit up Planet Fitness really quick. He's got a membership. He's got the black card. He can get Ryan in for free. You can go into any Planet Fitness. And he just wants to do a couple lifts. He's just got to like get it out.
Suit.
Yeah, he's just like got to do a couple lifts. Ryan, you can see if you can lift as much as I can lift.
I do think that this is similar to what a day with Cody would be like. Is he'd want to work out at some point and work out and have a little friendly competition.
Yeah, couple lifts though, and then he's leaving. Then he's on to his other thing. Girl dinner.
You gotta keep moving. A day
girl
with Cody,
dinner.
A day in the life.
Cody's
of Cody
day
Brown.
off.
Yeah,
Cody's day off.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I like that. Okay.
Like a mom's day off. You know, it's Cody's day off. What does he do?
I really like that. Oh, it's so much.
Hitting up the Jose Banks at 2 because Ryan's
Just to
shift is
say
from
hi.
2 to 9. He closes, so I gotta go. You know, I could fanfic this. Oh, Amanda, my timestamp. 9:11.
Oh my god.
Everything that happened.
Wow.
Everything. I apologize.
apologize.
I want you more than anything to just be able to move on.
I have.
Mary's
The way your friends
so
talk
proud of
about me,
herself
that doesn't
here.
seem like it, but I wanted you to be able to do that.
You can stop right there.
Oh,
Listen,
tell him.
this isn't a time for us to fight.
Well, then don't bring up my friends and what they say, because
Look
guess
how
what?
proud Mary is
I'm
of
going to tell
herself.
you this, Kody.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to tell you
Because
this.
it'll
Tell him
just
what?
ruin.
No.
I'm just here to apologize,
No,
Mary,
I'm
not
gonna
to
tell
argue
you
with
this,
you.
Kody.
Not
I'm
to-
going to tell you. You're not going to shut me down anymore. Okay, so I'm gonna finish what I'm saying. And when I'm not treated
Ew, I hate
well,
that picture.
the people closest to me will defend me. And that's what my friends do. Kody, I would love to have a conversation instead of just sit here and listen to you apologize.
You and I can't talk because we will trigger each other. Frankly, I
He's
kind of
right.
lost myself.
It's true.
Guess what? I get that.
Oh, God.
Back in Vegas, all that time, that was very dark for me.
I apologize that your dark time, I wasn't there.
The dark time was because you weren't there.
Boom.
You don't need this from me, but I tell you I forgive you for that.
I forgive you for that. I
This-
forgot that he did that.
I want you to feel like this is about you, but it's really about me and God.
I can tell it's about you.
I don't want it to burden you.
Oh, it's not.
No,
It's not. Don't
I
worry.
sincerely just don't want any of it troubling you.
Christine's very cute to watch here.
What's your
Janelle was
reaction?
pissed.
You're like,
I mean, I kind of chuckled a few times watching
Yeah.
it, but I'm like, damn, girl. Kind of a little bit of a change.
were you surprised?
Can you pause it?
Thoughts?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, my one thought is, I've said this before, but
Damn girl?
this, not that.
No.
I'm surprised you didn't say hella. It's that this is Mary once again cosplaying as a good friend. I really do think that's how she sees her friendship with her friends, is she's cosplaying a friend group, a inspirational friend group. But I think that she needs to make the choice every moment to be a good friend, be a good friend. So this discussion about no, Kody, stop right there. Something about it just reads as cosplaying good friend, not like Kale Lowry. I consider that too.
I think
just
okay, so
agree?
Kody brought up the friend. Okay, let's just get to it. This is exactly what happens in any female friendship, right? I'm not even gonna say you and I are Jen because but two women, right? You're like, oh my God, when I see him, I'm gonna, and if he says this, I'm gonna.
Yeah.
That's what everyone does, right? You're like, okay,
Yeah.
so you have a couple things in the bank that you can use that you're like, okay, well, if I definitely want to bring that up if you, right? Sure. But then she got there and he said the friend thing and she was like, and then she's like, I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to tell. And just like Kody, doesn't know where she's going with it. Doesn't know where it's going to land.
I
And
made
Mary's
the
not
one
good.
point that I meant to make.
Yeah, and
But
Mary's
she's
not good with a zinger. And this is a weird argument
she's
that you
not
are
funny.
going to go to bat because your ex-husband is like, your friends are talking shit about me. And you're like, oh, don't you say the word friend in your mouth and talk about my friends.
Yeah.
I feel like if I did this with my ex, wouldn't you be like, you don't have to, it's not that big of a deal. Is he really you know what I'm saying? It would be like
If what?
I don't feel like you would ever come to me and be like, expect me to stick up for you. If my ex was like, oh, your friends are talking shit, you wouldn't be like,
No.
I can't wait till you tell him that he can't talk
No.
about us anymore.
Because I'm a 43-year-old adult. I'm not a high school
Right.
child, which is how Mary and her friends' brains work.
Yeah, I would be
Yeah.
please, I'd be like, Amanda, please don't bring me up with your, talk about the shit you need to talk about. This is nothing. I think it's funny when he talks about us because he's clueless.
Well,
Or
the
when
thing
we
is
talk
that,
about him, who
is that
cares?
Kody should not have admitted that the friends bother him, that bothers him. He should never have showed
Yeah,
that
he gave
card.
it power.
He gave it them so, and look at what they're doing. Look at
That's
what
what I was
they're doing
yes,
now.
Great
still.
point. Great point. They are giving him power, being like, no. When you talk about my friends,
We're gonna start a
I'm not
podcast
gonna
about
let
it.
you do that.
No, we're gonna lean into it. So Kody,
Yeah,
you're
it
just
is not
good at
fun. Okay. 7:14.
that you demanded what you demanded from him?
No, because
What did she demand?
Done being walked all over by him.
Well, yeah, because you're
Emotionally.
not together anymore.
10 years
so
I'm
after
not
the
going to do
divorce,
that anymore.
though.
And I
10 years
don't
after
think
the
that
divorce.
he knows what to do with that.
Were you surprised that he even wanted to apologize to you?
Yeah, I think I kind of was.
Yeah.
He has been so set in his ways and his stance and his opinion.
And you
and
haven't?
it?
what he says and how he treats me for so long.
Yeah.
This yeah, this. Jennifer says, let's just say Kody and Meri are made for each other. In my Brown family fan fiction, Meri is next to Kody's bedside as he passes away. I mean, their personalities are so similar. They light each other up.
She would want to be there. He's calling Janelle.
Oh, yeah. But Mary's gonna make sure she's the last fucking face from this angle.
Mary's showing up to the funeral uninvited. Don't get into it. Like no one is inviting Mary.
The funeral. She's organizing it.
She's there in the parking lot with Jen.
She has a headset on.
They don't get to tell me where I can and can't go.
I started this family.
Yes. Yes.
Because she does say that, she slips that in every so often. And I'm like, no, you really do think that.
They wouldn't have been born from his loin if it weren't for me. Uh-huh. 6:35.
That's kind of true. All right.
That I just, it shocked me. It surprised me. And I still wonder how sincere it really was.
Do you think he was being sincere in his apology to her?
I do. I mean, at least my experience was it felt very sincere.
For Kody, yes.
But there were times it felt like he was losing his patience with her. You know?
Because
Well,
they were going back to
yeah.
that dynamic where they were just
'Cause it's
like
Meri.
irritating each other.
Yeah.
I think.
That's why they're divorced.
She can be very sharp with her words.
Suki
And
said
she
Mary's
was
the
very
hardest
sharp.
to
And
interview. Remember
I'm
that?
not saying she wasn't justified.
Yeah,
She
that
said
doesn't
Mary-
surprise me.
Doesn't surprise me at all.
Yeah.
Even Robin, though Robin is such a stonewaller, but like it's
that
like
shocked me
holy
too.
fucking teeth to get Mary because Mary hems and haws. Robin just kind of won't respond, but Mary will hem and haw. You're like, get to the point already.
I think Robin will not really answer word salad it, right? Like, I don't know.
She'll kill time.
Right. Mary takes it and then she like turns it into this like sarcastic joke back.
Passive aggressive. I was just gonna say.
And so it's like each question turns into a moment of funny, right?
Yeah.
A joke,
You don't
a little
feel
hilariousness.
safe asking. You don't feel safe in the room with her.
Yeah, and so like it doesn't really. Mary really does put like a on everything.
Yeah,
and then she has Jen there, and
Jen's not here anymore, though. I'm so glad her and David are. Well, actually, Jen was fine during this all. David, I'm glad is gone.
She'll be back next week, though. Okay, 5:59.
She definitely had justification to say all those things.
So what do you think about that conversation?
Sounds like Meri and Kody.
Okay, here.
What does that mean?
Listen.
That's just what their relationship was always like. You know, those old-fashioned firecrackers. They just kind of always set each other off. They just, I don't know.
That's cute, Jody.
What are your thoughts on that?
I told when she said it's just like one of those old-fashioned firecrackers.
She does say it like that. It's very ASMR the way Meri
Firecracker, the old-fashioned firecrackers. It's very The Office. And the name of Nutcracker Christmas. It's got Pam does a little ASMR thing there.
A reminder that Robin is like our age, and she's saying "old-fashioned firecracker" as a reference.
Yeah,
what
is she
talking about? You were born in like the 70s, the late 70s.
Old-fashioned fire. Yeah, what is she talking about anyway?
I don't fucking.
Is she talking about like those chain ones that go like?
A snake.
Is that a snake? I thought the snake was like those little spiral thingies.
There's an episode of South Park that has to do with snakes. That's what I know it.
Why is Robin trying to pretend old-fashioned? Like she
was
came
born
from,
in the old
Samantha
West.
Parkington, the American Girl doll. You know.
Yeah. Like, are you playing with
Back in the day, after daddies sailed to the open seas in 1742. My God.
What are you referencing?
Old-fashioned firecrackers. Ew. Do you think they like? What do you think their 4th of Julys are like at the Kody Brown?
I think they're a fucking blowout.
Oh, they spent a lot of money.
America.
My God,
Saw
and Ariel watch from inside though.
Oh, we can't let any of that SUV raise.
No, the flares and the things coming down.
Mm-hmm. Oh, true.
Which actually, that did happen to me one time. I actually did get a firecracker ember in this eye at the 4th of July fireworks in Glen Ellen, Illinois. Probably like circa 88, 89. And my mom just told me to put a can of generic cola from Aldi on it.
Oh, yeah, that'll...
It didn't really help. It was just colder.
Yeah, well, you can still see, can't you?
You're fine. That's like, you're fine. 5:38.
Oh my God. But yeah, no, the conversation was just for himself.
Yeah.
All of that. Mary was great. That was awesome.
That was nice.
That was great. I love it. She just put him in his place and she's like, this isn't for me. This is all for you. And it's like, it's between him and God. And the more he talked, the more I'm like, you need to stop. You need to stop. The more you're talking, no.
Okay, fair enough. All right, I believe we're going to jump forward here.
Sweet,
right?
we're done. Yeah.
Oh, are we? Okay, jumping. Okay, we are at 4:43.
Would you ever talk to
really?
Kody like the way Meri did?
No, probably not. No.
Why?
I just don't take him seriously enough. And I'm like, look, I know you're here for yourself. I know you need to apologize to yourself. But me telling him that isn't going to make a difference. He's just going to patronize me. He's not going to, then there's no sincerity in the conversation whatsoever. He would just patronize me.
What there triggered you when he started talking about Jen?
You don't get to talk about my people like that.
My people, shut up.
You don't get to talk about my people that way.
Mm-hmm.
Don't push me back into a corner because I will fight.
Do you think Kody understands why this is such a sore subject for you?
Oh, I don't think he gets it, and I don't think that he thinks I have the
I don't
right
think anyone
to feel
gets
like that.
like why you're so like my friends.
For whatever reason, I don't know why, because she's
Because
just
you're a
a friend.
50-year-old woman.
Like, he would do the same thing and does do the same thing for Robin, right?
But
Okay,
that's
right,
his
but
wife.
who you
like
were also in a
late-in-life
relationship,
friend.
who you were tied to in the celestial kingdom for what, 15 years?
Yeah.
I'm gonna, again, like the last thing I want to do on any day of the week is like see where Kody's coming from. But this is different. This is your friend that you're like laying it all out there. Like, this is where you drew the line. It wasn't necessarily like the kids, which she did bring up. To her credit, she brought the kids.
She is the only one that brought up the kids, obviously against
Correct.
the NDA. I'm sure that was in the NDA somewhere, and Meri did break it for that. So
Yeah.
we'll give her that.
Don't talk about my downline like that.
Oh,
No,
totally.
no. You know what? You know what? You know what?
Too.
You know what? You know what? You know what? You know what? No. 3:37.
Alfie, can I have
Like,
that?
she is his person. That's what you do for your people.
And Jen's
you know what I mean?
your person?
But does he have a right to say anything about her friends?
Well, I think if they have an opinion that they're giving about him, he might have a right to say something.
Yeah.
Cody's not married to Meri anymore. If he was married to Meri and treated her with respect, then he gets to have an opinion about her friends, maybe. But he's not married to her. He didn't treat her with respect. He didn't treat her with kindness, love, nothing. So he doesn't have a right to voice his opinion about Meri's friends to her. He can tell Robin about his feelings about Meri's friends because he has respect for her. But no, he can't. He can't.
Okay, I'm just going to say, like, if they are not involved, I can see if he's just, like, randomly going after her friends. They're not on TV. They're not drawing pictures of his small dick and curly pubes on it. It would be like, whoa, like, you're just randomly pulling my friends into this argument out of nowhere, just saying they're bad people. But, girl, if Kody and Nathan and his best friends were drawing pictures of like your cooch with hair flipped out with razored hair off of it. like, you might have some things to say too.
Was Nathan in this season at all? Did he get the point?
Ooh, maybe.
Was he?
Flashbacks?
No, he wasn't. No, because the friends that we met along the way this season was Justin Bemis and Cody's brother, younger brother. And then we went back to the one that he married, this business partner. The one that he was their officiant. For his mail order
that
bride.
He married. He officiated the marriage.
He married, yes.
Yeah.
Those are the three men that we met this season through Kody. No Nathan. He didn't make the cut.
Right. Yeah, this is a good point, Jennifer. Yeah. Just ignore him, Mary. Exactly. And if you just laugh, you're like, God, he's just he's going off on one. He's got nothing to say, so he's going after my friends.
Alfie, sit down.
Sure. Oh,
almost
255. Okay.
He can't lay claim on that part of her life.
No, we can't lay claim on any part of Mary's life. No.
No.
How was this experience for you?
She's very angry. I'm going to, this apology may not be easy in any way.
No.
Just because she's still wants to talk about her hurt.
That is true.
And what I did wrong.
Worthying up.
I mean, I'd rather have a real sincere honesty, real sincere pushback.
Okay, I get the point here.
And get through the process rather than have her go back to her friends and go, yeah, he was just an asshole. He was faking his apology or something like that.
She used the word insincere.
Yeah.
She said she was feeling insincere, that she didn't even know what this was about.
Well, it was because
she
might have felt the insincerity because it was so awkward.
Why was it so awkward?
She probably felt the insincerity because I was being insincere.
Yeah, I was just
I was insincere. It was more for me. She was right.
But also, Mary, you should know that. That's why you guys are divorced, because he's a narcissistic. He's not a sincere person. You already knew that.
But she went into that meeting locked and loaded with some zingers, so she was going to get those out, Jody. She was not going to gray rock this.
Well, I'm sorry, but Janelle and Christine went into it being like, we're not going to be stupid and be like, oh, okay, everything's great after this. They're going to be like, okay, Cody's got something to say. Mary went and she's like, okay, I'll hear you out. Bitch, he's just full of shit and this is for him. You know it. Okay, 159.
Communicating through lawyers.
But the last time we were sitting here, you called her your favorite ex-wife. You moved her out, things looked great, and now...
Well, I moved her, and she's like, we're going to be nice to each other now, right? I'm like, yeah.
And what happened?
Well, one of us thought the other drew first blood and went for the jugular. I mean, we were under the illusion of betrayal. Yeah. What I should have been in the place, when I felt like she had done something that offended me, I should have just let it go.
Here we go.
And what did you do to offend you?
It's the junk journal, I'm telling you. I know that's what it is. It has to be
Last time on Sister Wives.
Yeah. Ready?
There's times where conversations have been had, or he'll text or he'll call or something happens. And so the true Kody then shines through. Yeah. And there's times where he's said and done things that were really not okay.
Did Jen have some sort of influence
I believe
over Mary's actions to leave the family?
Possibly, yes.
She said to me one time, well, I told Mary that she should, just take all the money and leave. And at that point, I sort of ended that professional relationship with her because I felt uncomfortable.
And she's very sarcastic. She probably did say it, but I would say in a sarcastic way if she did.
To me, it feels like that this is a story that has just recently been fabricated for whatever reason.
Do you understand why maybe Mary could have a right to distrust you?
No.
Whoa.
No, absolutely do not.
But this is why they feel that they can't be friends or trust Robin.
If your wife's having an affair and your other wife tells you, that's my business, no matter what.
I hate to say it, but I'm a little wild.
It
might be Team Kody on that one.
We'll see.
I don't know.
Watching Mary more closely puts you on Cody's side a little bit, especially in season 13, 15, probably 14. Just watching a lot of Mary in the older seasons. If you kind of go in being like, I need to focus on what Mary is doing to contribute to this, you will agree with Kody a lot. he falls ass backwards into some good points several times.
Oh my gosh! Whoa! Just like came out of nowhere
At the beginning.
Wow. Jesus. Okay. I felt like I just had I just got clear, boom, like paddles. Just.
Me too.
Whoa.
Because I was starting to wind down there.
Way to start on the episode. Sorry, guys. I just went on a full mental health journey, and we all went on it together. So thank you.
I had freaking Hotel for Dogs back here the whole time. I'm sorry if that was too distracting. I tried to mute whenever they were being.
Oh my god!
I handled it pretty well.
You did amazing. Thank you. And thank you for being my bestest friend ever. Oh, Jennifer, thank you for the super sticker.
Thank you,
and thank you
Jennifer.
guys. I will forever be eternally embarrassed for this. So
don't be embarrassed. I said to her, I was like, do you want to
crying.
postpone or do you want to do? I was like, in my experience, whenever I'm in a shitty mood, doing the show always puts me in a better mood because everyone's so nice and funny.
It does.
Takes your mind off that shit.
Yes, Amanda's amazing. Yes, she is. I thought someone just said that and now we missed it. But anyway, love you guys. Hey, remember, so this week, Browntown is on Thursday. Yeah, sorry about that. I got to bring Paige to Waukesha, Wanakee, Wabisa, some town like that to get her teeth pulled. Her wisdom teeth. So
Walter.
I'm out of commission on Friday.
That'll be
Thursday. We'll be here
Thursday. And then after this is over, we'll give you guys all the warnings. But after Sister Wives wraps next week, we'll always do Tuesday lives. That will be Browntown now. And then nothing Friday. But you can join me and John over on Pod in the City. We still have our lives on Friday. And and then also make sure you guys are checking out this timeline that we made. But also, people are saying other people are taking it now too. Just go and give me credit. That's it. Tell them to come over here and check out our podcast.
Yeah.
That's it.
Share.
That's it.
Hype. Hit subscribe, hype, thumbs up, 5-star review
check out our
on
Patreon.
iTunes and wherever you listen. We love you very much.
This week on Patreon, we got Reba, we got Sister Wives, A Family Stuck. This is the COVID episode, and Suddenly Amish. That's it. Love you guys.
Cool.
You're all adults. Bye-bye. Well, guys, it's been a blast. Thank you so much for joining us today on our We Love to Hate Everything channel. Please do not forget to hit that subscribe button. Give us a like or even a comment, and click on that bell if you want notifications, because you never know when we might pop up and go live. Please check out our other 2 podcasts on Patreon, where we snark on even more TV, movies, and pop culture. We got Total Request Podcast, that's patreon.com/trpod, and We Love to Hate TV, patreon.com/love to hate TV. Thanks again, and we will see you next time.